Ignition sequence has started. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have commit and we have liftoff at 2:13. The Saturn V building up to 7.6 million pounds of thrust, and it is clear that...
Got the sauces that'll take you on a trip from the Wild West to the Far East. Mikado?
Thank you, McNuggetson. Sweet and sour sauce, now here to please McDonald friends. There's that hand again.
It's called Godzilla.
Hey, fantastic.
Sweet and sour sauce. All right.
Barbecue sauce? Sweet and sour sauce? What else you got, McNugget?
Well, I got a sauce here that can turn old Sam into a samurai.
Huh?
Hot mustard sauce.
Fantastic. Hot mustard.
What a great idea.
I love it.
Barbecue sauce? Sweet and sour? Hot mustard? Gee!
You said you had another one, McNugget?
That's right. Honey?
I was just a plain Jane. Until I took my first dip in a souffle cup filled with honey. Goodbye. I love y'all very much.
Wowie woo-wow!
Now,
y'all ready? Lord, help me from lacking somebody today. Lord, help me from lacking somebody today. My Lord, time was over, and I don't want to take that back. So help me from lacking somebody today.
Stop hating Mondays. Be a professional and hate the whole week instead.
Bruh.
What you doing, man?
How you doing, man?
Good, man. What's in the refrigerator?
Oh, I'm just shopping.
Oh, you're
There's
shopping?
nothing yet.
You're shopping with it.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
New York Strip. Don't mind if I do.
So you bring your refrigerator in Walmart with you, or?
Yeah, I just hate unloading my groceries. I just hate that.
Pretty cool, man.
Go to checkout now?
That's cool.
Now it is, yeah.
Can I help you?
Oh, no, ma'am. I'm just checking out.
Yeah, but you serve from a refrigerator. It's not getting paid. You have a shopping cart. It's not a refrigerator.
But I just hate having to bring it from the car to the refrigerator every time.
I want you to know that I've smoked pot.
Just heat Dr. Pepper in a saucepan till it steams, then pour over a thin slice of lemon. That's a hot idea. Yes, Dr. Pepper is delicious cold or hot. Just
Snicker smoked Newports. That's a reference to the cigarettes that Elise Edwards did.
I think I think yeah, sure.
Chris Abel. I'm Sofa King. We taught it. I don't know what that means. It's the guys.
He goes, I don't know what that means, but Chris is a good guy.
Happy big birthday, and I see Nick Kerr. Happy birthday, Nick Kerr. My aunt's birthday today. Shout out.
Dear employers, bosses and managers, fuck your icebreakers and team building activities. Stop forcing the employees to bond with each other. They give no fucks about your silly games and your fake workplace family. All they care about is getting through the day and getting home to their real families and their many, many cats. Fuck the team building. If you want to improve the spirit in the office, then pay them more fucking money. That is all.
Do you feel that? Do you feel that? Oh, shit.
We're doing it.
Oh, hey, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. It is time for BF Live. How's everybody doing today? What's good in the stream show hood? Everybody, how you doing today? I'm your man, Buffalo Bobby Fran. Going to hang out with you for the next 3 hours today. What's happening, everybody? Yep, it is that day, folks. We've been hearing about it for so long. We've been talking about it for so long, or some people have. By talking about it, I mean we've been seeing political ads. I know no matter where we are or where we're from, we've been getting inundated, is the word, with political ads. Hopefully they'll kind of wear out after this, folks. How's everybody doing today? I am BF Bobby Fran. What are you guys doing? You ready to hang out today for the next couple hours? For the next couple 3 hours? Well, I hope that you are, because it is Tuesday, November 5th. It is election day. Some people think it's erection day. I say that every day is erection day. Hello. Come on, here you go. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Wherever you might be joining us from around the world. This is BF Live Stream Show 181, folks. All right, we get it. It's lunchtime. That's right. It's lunchtime where I'm at right here on the East Coast of the United States. It's 12 o'clock right here. It's 9 a.m. out on the West Coast for my West Coast friends, like our friend checking in from the Pacific Northwest, the lovely Nerd, who I'll see if she's in here during the opening chat family check-in, folks. So let's say, what are we going to get into today? We're going to get into the normal stuff we like to do. I got some BF Live other news or not so serious news. We'll tack on a miserable news history moment at the end of it. We're going to have to talk about a little Perry talk last night, because Perry was in rare form last night. Oh, my God. Like, Perry is always like off the chain and psycho and stuff, but for whatever reason, Perry had this extra edge about him, or this the extra defiance about him last night. My great friend Cyke Clyde, who we're going to do a Cyke Labs content segment, he also contributed some videos for our Perry talk segment that we're going to do later. So let's do it, folks. Let's hang out for the next 3 hours. So far, it's just me and you, me and the chat family. Nobody's backstage, but like I say, it's 3 hours, and you never know what can happen right here on a BF Live stream show. So, I'm repping, like I just noticed that I'm repping my boy Bobby Nick. He ain't been here in a minute. Bobby, come back. You can blame it all on me. Let's see. Come on.
Baby, come back.
Come on, Bobby. Come back to the BF Live.
You can blame it all on me.
I was wrong, and I'm just a narcissist. That's a narcissist.
Baby, come back.
You need to help me comb my spider hair.
You don't have to wear that bikini.
You don't have to wear that bikini, but you look dead sexy when you do, folks. All right, well, so like I say, it's a couple minutes after the hours, like 13 minutes after high noon right here on the East Coast of the United States. I see that there's chats piling up in the chat for the chat family check-in. So what do you say we do it, folks? I already have the goggles on. I run the element. You jump in the chat and let me know what you're doing today. Are you home? Are you off today because you had to vote? Did you take off? Are you leaving early? What are you doing? I don't care who you're voting for. I will say this. Among all the imperfect countries in the world, America is the best imperfect country in the world. That's right. They all kind of suck, but we suck less than all the other ones, folks. All right, so let's do it and let's get into it. I'm going to run to my element, and you're going to let me know what you are up to today as we get into it for BF Live Stream Show 181, folks. Here we go. Get ready for the BF Live opening chat family check-in, folks. And as soon as I stall enough to find my element, Let's go.
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
That's right. You're going to talk amongst yourselves. You're going to talk to me because this is the best midday hang on all of the YouTube or on the World Wide Web, dare I say, right here on BF Live. Thank you to my chat family. So what did we have last night? Last night was I didn't really watch much of the game, but we have the Monday Night Football game. It's always Kansas City against whoever. So it was Kansas City against Tampa Bay, and I was getting the alerts that they Baker kind of tied it up at the end of the game, and but of course the Chiefs ended up winning. So that's just another day in the referee football league right here on BF Live. But what do you say we do it and get into it? Because right now it's Tuesday, folks. It's a whole nother day, and it's a beautiful one. It's a beautiful day. It's Tuesday, November 5th, and it's beautiful because I have the chat family to check in with. So let's go and do it and get into it. I scroll to the top and let you go. That Juggler Jen checks in first. And she says, whoop, whoop, Juggalo landing. What's up, Juggalo Jen does podcast. On Esther checks in and says, good afternoon, heathens. Happy motherfucking election day, Let's get it. Go ahead and vote, suckers. Or you suckers better vote. No matter who you vote for, you better know that you can vote. Hoya from the Reverend Wild Bill. Aunt Esther, do what Aunt Esther says. You don't want her whooping nobody's ass. Aunt Esther says to hit that motherfucking like button, suckers. You suckers. Aunt Esther goes on and shouts out the Reverend Wild Bill with a hashtag and a Hoya. The Reverend Wild Bill says, as you enter, be sure to hit that like button, smash that share, ring that subscribe bell. It helps with the algorithms. Oh, let me see. There they are. There's the algorithms. Thank you to the Reverend Wild Bill. I always like to say right here on BF Live, I know that you like me, but let YouTube know that you like me by hitting that likes, sharing, and subscribing. That lets the algorithm know that you love me too. On Esther Hoya from the Reverend Wild Bill. But come on, y'all. It's Tuesday. It's midday. Let's get it up. Let's get it going. Hoya.
Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya?
There's the Hoya from my friend Aunt Esther and the Reverend Wild Bill. The Reverend Wild Bill checks in and says, I voted for Alfred E. Newman. What? Me worry? Uh-oh. Like Beetlejuice.
Me?
What? Who, Bubby? No, wrong one. Yes, you, Beetlejuice. Nope. Right. Keep skipping to the other sound clip as I continue on to BF Live opening chat family check-in. Aunt Esther says, I voted for Kamala, not Harris. Kamala, the Ugandan giant. You son of a bitch, I see what you did right there. You said you voted for Kamala, and everybody thought you meant one thing, but you were talking about wrestling. We get it, Aunt Esther. Rob, my aunt is 2 months pregnant with my kid Saul's. Good afternoon, BF, my no-goos, and to my beautiful wife checking in. He's driving it. Come on. Keep your eyes on the road and your hands upon the wheel. To my friend Rob, my aunt is 2 months pregnant with my kid Saul. Matt checking up. He's saying bones up. BF and the Midday Freak. That's right, we're midweek freaks, but my friend Matt coined the Midday Freaks. We certainly are the Midday Freaks, Monday through Friday, 12 to 3-ish right here on BF Live on YouTube, Rumble, and on Facebook. What's up, Matt? Boy, Perry was in rare form last night, wasn't he? He was like extra defiant or whatever. And you could tell Tom didn't want to add too much time because they know they're doing a show tonight. That's right, folks. We're going to talk about that during Perry Talk. Yes, typically on Wednesdays, Perry does his thing, Weather Matters. So I guess people ought to take it calling this Election Matters or whatever he's going to call it. But there'll be some fun election coverage on Perry Caravella Live tonight on a Tuesday. So I wasn't spoiled enough hanging out with my chat family last night. I get to hang out with you again in a PCL chat later on tonight. Let's see. Chatter Protection Program Manager says, good afternoon, chat family. Hoya to Mister and avoid those lot lizards. Oh. Hey, little crackhead bitch. Get away from my truck. Get away. Hey. Stop my gas tank. Let's see. The Mrs. Honeybee checks in and says, good afternoon, Bobby Fran, and to the chat. Buzz, Mrs. Honeybee. Buzz to you, our lovely friend checking in. Here you go. There's your buzz right there. Mandy Diff has got the Hoya. She's the resident fishing expert. Hoya from Cyke Labs, man. I got some great stuff. I got some stuff that I downloaded. I'll have some stuff from Cyke Labs on YouTube, and you can watch Cyke Labs on YouTube at your leisure by clicking on the YouTube link. You just click on it. That's a clickable link you'll see running throughout my chat. If you click on it, it'll take you directly there. You can give them a sub. You can watch it. Do it at your own time. That's Cyke checking in. Mrs. Honeybee, hashtag, and Hoya from Aunt Esther. Matt is saying Cyke 666. Matt gets it right back from Cyke Clyde. Aunt Esther says hashtag Mandy Dev. Hoya. Ding Dong checks in. That's Mr. Cyke Clyde to you and me. Happy Tuesday. We're gonna make that a thing. How you doing, Mr. Cyke Clyde? Cyke Clyde. Cyke getting the love and the Hoya from Aunt Esther. Hello, Hoya from Aunt Esther. Mandy Dip checks in with a big one, and she says, Aunt Esther, Matt, BF Live, Captain Nick, Scott, Bobby, Cyke, Ding Dong, Reverend Bill, Space Chief, Deadful, Space Nerd, Terry Nee, Uncle Jack, Tiffany, Corn Dev, Levy, Sir, Kathy, and Scott. You forgot about Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike. If I love Mandy Diff, who cares who you like? Come on, where's Scott at? Scott! There you go. Mandy Diff got them all in there. Thanks for checking out with the chat family. Aunt Esther gets a love from Cyke Clyde. Here comes Dang Lizard checking in. I saw some. There you go. What's up, Dang Lizard? How you doing? Dang Lizard's getting a love from our friend Mandy Diff. Ooh, SG Fanboy checks in. I salute you as you salute me, SG Fanboy. Happy Tuesday, my friend, and welcome to BF Live. You know what's up. Hoya from Dream Man. There's another chat family friend. Yeah, I just can't. Every time I think of last night's show, I just think of how crazy Perry was, like, extra crazy. And that's really a weird thing to say when you watch Perry on the regular. But for whatever reason, we're going to talk about and compare, and we're going to see a little bit of pizza ass from last night, yes? Because there was a challenge to where he had to sit on some pizza. So we're going to see like the result of that. We're going to have a lot of fun in our Perry Talk segment. Lizard, hashtag Hoya, getting the hashtag Lizard from Aunt Esther. Hoya on Esther from Ding Dong. Dream Man is getting the bones up and the love from Matt. The Stream Elements bot is running all of our friends' stuff. It's a beautiful day, BF. That's right. It is. Hey, everybody. What's the weather where you're at? It's kind of unseasonably warm where I'm at here on the East Coast of the United States. It's currently 71 and sunny. So I hope you guys are having a great day wherever you are at. It is a beautiful day. It's just a great day to be alive, let's say. Aunt Esther says, hashtag Dreamman and Hoya, Space Chief 75 checks in and says, Basil Marceau for governor. But you know what? I love doing this, and I love the energy of it, and I love having a reason to play it. So let's get down with it. We play some music, and we help a friend in one fell swoop with Space Chief 75. Let's jam, folks. It is Tuesday in America. Where else do you need to be but right here on BF Live? And you can check out Space Chief 75 on Twitter and X. If you want to commission him for one of these cool original photos you see or artwork, he can make you an OG original. Space Chief 75. You can catch him on Twitter and X. You can catch his TeePublic store in the links running in my chat. You can commission him for some tattoo art, whatever you need. Space Chief 75 will hook you up. We're going to have all of our fun here today on BF Live. Miserable history moment. All the fun stuff we like to have right here on BF Live. That's right. Enough. We're done with it. Check out our bro, Space Chief 75 on Twitter X, or by clicking on his TeePublic link running throughout the entirety of this show in the chat. Dream Man checks in and says, Matt 666 and good morning, bud. Cyke says, I can't wait for Perry tonight. There you go. We can't get enough. Wait a minute. We got MGD checking in and saying, ban Corn Diff. Oh man, Corn he comes around here once in a while, but I'm friendly with Corn. How you doing, MGD? Checking in on BF Live. Josh in Tennessee is checking in. Hoya to all. Steady chipping trees in the woods right now. Check out my pick. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see. I can't see it bigger. That's what she said. Make it bigger. Let's see. Whoa, what is that? I'm trying to see your Chiron. You guys, whoa, it's got like a pile of wood or something going on. Josh is doing some serious work out there. Josh is one of our many hardworking friends right here on the BF Live chat, and I'm happy that you checked in, Josh, because I know that a lot of times you're too busy to check in. So I'm glad that you checked in while you could. How you doing, Josh in Tennessee? Right? Dream Man checks in and says, on Esther Hoya, my friend Terry Nee checks in and says, I hope Levy doesn't need to turn left for his polling place. Look, it's very easy. You make 4 rights and that'll get you left. So if Bob don't feel like making lefts, he'll just make 4 rights. How you doing, Terry Nee? Good morning, and I know you're happy about today too. Let's see. Corn Diff is not here. No, Mandy, but Mandy Diff is the defender of corn, as you can see by her kind of her avatar right there. On Esther says, Juggle that Jen, whoop whoop. Matt checks in and says, Spider Hair World Order. Whoa. Spider hair. Was that a reference to yesterday with the BF Live Other News where we were talking about that new food sensation, kind of this thin black vermicelli type of rice that they just serve it as it is, and it looks like somebody's eating hair? We covered that on BF Live Other News. Where else are you going to hear stories about Chinese people eating hair other than right here on the BF Live Not So Serious News? Dang Lizard checks in and says, Mandy Diff getting all the love and the waves and the everything for Mandy Diff. Oh, Esther checks in for Space Chief 75 and says, Hoya. Juggle Jen says, oh my God, 200 episodes. Congratulations, BF Live Bobby. It seems you just got started like 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah, man. I'm so blessed to have my little stake in this game, or whatever, my little corner in the kind of podcast world, our streaming world right here. I'm very happy to have you guys come along with me. On Esther checks in and says, hashtag Terry Nee Hoya. Terry Nee says, we're in the collapse. But we're having a good time while we're going to hell, aren't we? Let's see. Corn and waves. On Esther's getting the love and the peace signs from Terry Nee. Juggle Jen says, what up on Esther? Mandy Diff. Ding Dong says, Mrs. Cyke Clyde, I'd vote for Basil, Space Chief. That's right. You can always write Basil in if you want. Juggle Jen checks in and says, oh my God, what a game last night, says Juggle Jen. And you're like a Florida girl, right? I'm pretty much got that right. I'm not doxing you by the whole state, but I imagine you're probably a Tampa fan, right? So you were probably excited. Somebody almost got close to beating the Chiefs, but it wasn't to be. Johnny Mars checks in and says, good afternoon, Bobby. Hey, Johnny Mars. Good afternoon to you, my friend. Why don't you hang out with me? We're going to do some Perry talk. We're going to do some BF Live Other News, Not So Serious News. I'll play Bob reading the news from the Miserable Men days. A lot of fun yet to be had right here today. Cyke Clyde says, I needed Tampa Bay to win. I would have won huge. I was so hoping Mahomes was hurt in the third. Looked like he might be, but I heard that he did get hurt. He was kind of a little tweaked, but he ultimately came back and did what Patrick Mahomes does. Guys of that caliber. Like Tom Brady. He is that guy that can will himself and will other guys to be better around him. He's just that good. And he came in and did his thing, Cyke Clyde. And that's why the bookies are bookies, and that's why they win the money, right? Because they know they're right on the right edge. Labs, what up? What up? Mars, good to see you, buddy, from our friend Cyke Clyde. US, Mandy's throwing all the flags in there. Dang Lizard checks in and says, looking forward to Perry's erection coverage. This should be something, man, and especially coming off of last night. And we're going to show some videos that really, thanks to Cyke and the Twitter X for Perry Caravel Alive, I'm going to show you some videos of the rare form or just a different way that Perry was vibing and acting last night. On Esther getting the love from Space Chief 75. Terry Nee says, I go to bed early on election nights. You might as well, because no results. I think it's safe to say, with all the votes and the different states that have the different ways of tallying votes and counting, waiting to count their mail-in ballots and all that shit, that it will probably be days before we actually know who won all the races, really. Smart Turfy from Cyke Clyde. Terry, he meant to say. The Red Mobile says, aren't y'all lucky? And I'm back. No. Well, you know what Tam Mom says? I never left. Tam Mom never left, Wild Bill. We know how that goes. Voting matters, says to our friend Dang Lizard checking in. Is that right, Perry? Does voting matter?
Shut the fuck up.
Dang Lizard says that voting matters, and he's from the UK, and he knows how important it is for us to vote. The Reverend Wild Bill is getting the love from Terry Nee. The Reverend Wild Bill, let's see. The Reverend Wild Bill gives the love and says happy birthday to our friend Terry Nee. Hey, Terry Nee and everybody else maybe celebrating a birthday out there today on Erection Day. I say to you, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday
birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Terry and everybody else. Hey, I know one thing she don't need for her birthday. That would be a toothbrush. Has no need for that anymore. On Esther's Ched's hashtag Bobby Fran and giving me all kind of buffaloes and love and emojis. Thank you, on Esther, for your energy and showing up here every day for BF Live. Terry says thanks to the Reverend Wild Bill. Mandy Diff is getting love from Space Chief 75. The Reverend Wild Bill says, all hail Blocky Fran, Buffalo Bobby Fran. Come on. Oh. I think I resemble that remark. Let me see what.
Bobby Fran is the most talented blocker I've ever met. Hoyaya.
Oh, yeah, Bob.
You heard of Fran, the blocking man.
Who, me?
He kicks out people with just a hand.
Not true. I repeat, not true. I have fun and positivity. We got chat family. We gonna have fun. I'm bouncing in my chair.
He's got the chat on lock, you see.
Blocky Fran.
Fran. He blocks the hate, the #1 fan. BF Live, hear his plan. Blocky Fran, Blocky Fran.
Cool. There you go. Terry says, peace to you all. Hail. You said hail. Oh, holy hail. Holy Mandy. Sorry, I didn't see this earlier. From Mrs. Cyke Clyde. Mandy Diff says, I tried to do it all from memory. LMAO. Psych emojis. Mandy Diff is having fun. And she's having fun with the Perry emojis. And you can have fun with all these emojis if you are a member of BF Live. I have 2 levels of $4.99 a month or $9.99 a month. So let's do that, folks. If you can do that, be a fanatic for $9.99 a month. I'd appreciate that. Hoya Wild Bill and Hoya Terry. Let's see, we got a lot of chats to catch up on. Perry from the Reverend Wild Bill. Ding Dong Cyke Hoya from the Reverend Wild Bill. Vote Basil, Space Chief 75. Thank you, Space Chief 75, for the fire. It's gorgeous outside, says our friend Terry Nee. It is Terry Nee. It's very nice outside. We're kind of in the same region, so very nice today. Very nice, as Mandy Diff. Greetings from Hotlanta. 70 at the present time. Come on, tell us the weather at where you're at, folks. Ding Dong lets us know that it's 51 in Denver. Terry Nee reminds us once again, we're in the collapse. No anxiety, just acceptance. There you go. That's a more you know from our friend Terry Nee. Always optimistic Terry Nee. Ion. Let's see. Cyke Clyde is giving the last from Space Chief 75. I only pick up puppies and kitties. Oh, the lot lizards. I get it. No lizard. Well, don't stay away from anything on those parking lots, bro. Because I wouldn't even trust the dogs. The dogs would come up to you and say, "Oh, how you doing? I need to do it. Come on, please." And then before you know it, they're doing this shit. They're like, I need $10 for crack. Dogs like crack too. I need $10. Oh, thank you. And a friend of mine is taking me to the polls today. I didn't know you still worked at the strip club, Jen. How you doing? I see that's a joke that I made there. Taking you to the polls. See what I did there? Hi-yo. Oh yeah, everyone. And you get a kiss from my sister, Kathy Linder, the big sis, checking in. How you doing, big sis? It was nice to see you. And I think our cousin was in the chat yesterday. My brother was. All the chat family and real family in the chat. Kathy Linder getting the hashtag Hoya from Aunt Esther. Reverend Wild Bill checks in with a tome, and he says, Hoya to Rob. My aunt is 2 months pregnant with my kid Saul. Matt, Mandy Diff, Chatter Protection Program, Cyke Clyde, Dang Lizard, SG Fanboy, Stream Elements, Dream Man, and to Johnny Mars. Rumor has it that I'm getting a puppy. Says Chatter Protection Program Manager. That sounds rough. There we go. Hoya, Josh in Tennessee from and Kathy Linder from the Reverend Wild Bill. Ding Dong is getting the love from Space Chief 75. My friend Bobby always got to check in the day after the Chiefs win to remind us. I know he's not reminding us, but being here is a reminder. One of the biggest Chiefs fan that I know, Bobby checking in saying good morning BF into the chat. Juggalette Jen does podcast whoop whoop from our friend the Reverend Wild Bill. Tampa Bay Bucks whoop whoop. I thought so. Whoop whoop. Abdullah Al Newman Jackson. Hello, you're doing? How you doing, Abdullah Al Newman? I know your cousin Alfred E. Newman, your American cousin. How you doing, Abdullah Al Newman? And welcome to BF Live. Welcome, my friend. Ding Dong Cyke Clyde getting the Hoya from Kathy. Hashtag Bobby Hoya from Aunt Esther. 2 joins checks in and says he knows that I am your friend and your host. like it says right there in the screen, but your friend and host. As soon as I take his away, it still says it because that's who I am. I'm your friend first and your host second, hanging out, keeping it 100 for you today here. How you doing? Good morning, everyone from Two Joints. Hashtag Two Joints getting the Hoya from Aunt Esther. Juggler Jen checks in and says, Cyke Labs, we think the injury was a bit to make Tampa Bay back down a little, but we worked hard to steal back the lead, but KC got it in overtime. Hey, Aunt Esther from Bybee. Cyke Labs says, could have been Jen. Either way, I was mad as hell. Bybee whoop whoop from Juggler Jen. Two Joints says Auntie Esther, Cyke and the Red Wild Bill, and Bybee. The Red Wild Bill says Two Joints Hoya. Cyke Labs says Two Joints 666. Hey Jen from Bybee. Happy birthday, Bybee from the Reverend Wild Bill. Hey Wild Bill, thanks. Well, you know what? I can't tell which ones are the real ones or which ones are somebody's birthday every day, but happy
birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Let's go. Happy birthday. Whoop whoop, Two Joints. Terry Nee says not blockhead Fran. It says blocky Fran, although it is AI. It could be saying blockhead Fran. We got a couple more to get through, and then we're going to get into the BF Live other news, miserable news, history moment, and a lot more fun up to the 3 o'clock hour where I'm at here on the East Coast of the United States. It's a beautiful day to be a valued member of the community. Could you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my valuable member of my community? Thank you. Hey, nobody does it like the bull. I'm not sure we're going to be getting to the Soulful Horoscope readings today. That's kind of more of a Monday, Wednesday, Friday thing that I do, but maybe tomorrow. Bybee loves Taylor Swift. He kind of does. Terry, I wonder what your take was on that whole, they showed that whole Jason Kelsey, like grabbing, they went to Philly or something, and he grabbed the phone and he slammed it to the ground because someone said something derogatory about Travis dating Taylor Swift. I don't know. So I saw that happen. Hell yeah, look, all she's doing, winning games. Oh, get out of here with that Bybee shit. All right, but, look at all she's doing, winning games. She ain't winning shit. All right, folks, with that is the end of the opening BF Live Chat Family Check-In. Time to go move on for some more fun.
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
All right, I see my signal trying to go underwater. As we continue and strive with BF Live, Streamshow 181, folks. Okay, well, like I said, so far, I never feel alone because I don't have nobody backstage, but I got 27 of you in here. It's called Chat Family, folks. It's called Chat Family. So I'm going to do my damnedest to hold it down for you for the better part of the next 2.5, 3 hours right here on BF Live. And the next thing we like to do on BF Live is we like to do the BF Live other news or not so serious news, because anyone that watches news, you know what you get. You get nothing but politics and death and hate and murder and shit. But there's other things to talk about out there, and I like to talk about them here. So I'm going to go over to my news desk. I'll run my element as we get ready to do the BF Live other news or the BF Live not so serious news. Let's go, folks. Let's go. I'm over here now. I'm over here now. Brian Kowalczyk checks in and says BF 2024. I will rule your world. How you doing, Brian Kowalczyk checking in today on BF Live, right as I get to the news desk. Terry Nee checks in and says, Toby Keith is burning in hell. With our friend Terry Nee. Oh my God. I'll hit a dab for your birthday. Go ahead. It's your birthday. We're going to party like it's your birthday. We're going to sip Bacardi like it's your birthday. And Manny Diff will do a hit because it's your birthday. All right, folks, I got some stories for you in the BF Live other news or not. Matter of fact, how about that? It's almost like kismet, or almost like I know what I'm doing here. We have a natural flow about what we're doing here on BF Live. But my first story here, it involves kind of the Chiefs and Taylor Swift, because can't get enough Taylor Swift talk, right? I see my signals going underwater, so I will slow walk the show until it improves. You can hear my ticker going on in the background. Let's see what we got here. Oh. Hi, folks. Thank you. You're important. Your view is important to me here on BF Live. I currently see that my signal is showing a low. My Wi-Fi signal. It's underwater a little bit. So I'm just going to stall a little bit by playing this. I want to read you the story about Taylor Swift's brother Austin stopped an Arizona. All right, I'll wait till the music goes. Kind of smooth jazz. Well, I was on hold for a long time. All right. All right. Come on, Signal. Come back. Look who's checking in. It's my boy.
Chris fucking Abel.
The one and only. My boy Chris Abel. How you doing today? And I trust that you're taking Liz to lunch. So hello to the lovely Liz. Let's see. What's up? Thank you, Chris Abel. Oh, hey, Chris Abel. You rock. Manny Div says Chris fucking Abel's cheers and drink one for Bybee.
Chris fucking Abel.
You're welcome, Bybee. All right, let's continue on. Let me get you that first story right here on the BF Live Other News. So I was telling you, you can see it up here on the screen. Taylor Swift's brother, Austin, stopped an Eras Tour security from kicking out a fan who dressed up like Travis Kelce. What is going on with people? You telling me that you can't go to like a concert like near maybe Halloween dressed up like somebody and they're going to kick you out? So let me see why he even had to intervene. It says, "You're not on your own, kid." Taylor Swift's brother, Austin Swift, came to the defense of a fan after security tried to remove her from the singer's Eras Tour concert in Indianapolis on Saturday for wearing a Travis Kelce costume. Here we go. Is this? That's a different video. It says, a video, I'll show it to you down here. A video posted on TikTok showed Austin intervening with security guards when the Swiftie tried to get Kelce's attention in the VIP area after the Super Bowl champion made a surprise appearance at the show. The fan was dressed up as the tight end in a Kansas City Chiefs uniform with an 87 jersey, gloves, and a helmet, which the event employees appeared to take issue with. So a helmet. So this girl's dressed up. I mean, everybody knows, you know, they rub it in our faces and then they're surprised when somebody comes to a show, maybe like emulating some of the people that are constantly rubbed in their faces, correct? So you can see this girl right here. She was kind of doing two things. She's a Taylor fan and she was like repping Kelce, the whole situation. This is Taylor Swift's brother who intervened with the security guy and said, look, bro, just like let her be, you know, let her be. And so she got to stay. It goes on to say that a security guard was seen grabbing the fan by the arms and pushing her away while saying the helmet was not allowed. Is that right, Perry? It sounds like you.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, you do say not allowed like all the time, bro, so I'm sorry. Not long after Austin, 32, walked over to defuse the situation, he quote said, "Hey, let's not put hands on people," he scolded the guard. Right, even if somebody is wearing something objectionable, does that give you the right to start grabbing women by the arm and pushing them around? It sounds like a weird situation. Austin then addressed the fan. It says not long after Austin 32 walked over, right, he put his hands on people. It says Austin then addressed the fan, telling her that, "I'm sorry about that. It's a really cool costume." The two chatted a little bit more before he said, "You guys enjoy the concert and have a great night." He also gave her some guitar picks per the video, which the TikTok user captioned, "Austin Swift saving my sister from getting kicked out of Indy on night 2. So here's the initial interaction. You can see she has the helmet on. I mean, she's practically dressed like Halloween. Like, I don't understand like what the objection could have even been. But there you go. But Taylor Swift's brother, who I really hadn't known too much about. You always hear about Patrick Mahomes' douchey-ass brother. But you don't hear about Taylor Swift's brother too much. At least not me. So there you go. He kind of stepped in and took care of and made that situation better. So that's my first story in the BF Live Other News. Or not, you know, and the irony hit me in this, though, people, in that if she would have came dressed like this, they would have no problem. Like, if you come in dressed like the slut on stage, they would have, like, she would have just got by, right? But because she dressed like a football player, such an odd occurrence right there. Well, my first story in the BF Live Other News. Let me see who's checking in, what everybody's saying here about this, and then we'll go on and do another one. Let's see. We got Abel's getting a love from Space Chief 75. Let me see. Hold up. We got Olaf from Abel's. Thank you, brother. You got it, Manny from Chris Abel's. Cigarettes up for our friend Chris Abel's. Who?
Chris fucking Abel.
Matt cheers from our friend Chris Abels. Bobby's getting the love from our friend Matt. Space Chief 75 shouts out our friend Abels. Chris Abels says, technically, she was dressed as an idiot, so I don't blame security. Chris makes a good point right there. Space Chief 75 getting the love from Chris Abels. Brian Kowalczyk says, hello, Abels. No hard feelings, eh? Uh-oh. I wonder what's going on with that. Uh-oh. Stacey Allen checks in and says, in my house, anything Swift and Kelsey is not allowed. There you go.
Shut the fuck up. Eat my cherry pie. I can't really sing this song.
You can and you never will. Let me see what's coming up here because I see I have some activity here and I want to acknowledge activity. Whoa. I want to acknowledge Terry Nee. How you be, Terry Nee? Thank you for saying great shows and giving me $20 on Venmo. My most generous brother, Terry Nee. Thank you, man. Thanks, Terry. I appreciate you, brother. The Reverend Wallbell checks in and says, it's Chris fucking Abels. Hoya, brother. Look at this. Brutal Pain checks in. He's a bro from the Perry Chat family world. How you doing, Brutal? Freshly clean beaver has entered the chat. How you doing there, Brutal Pain? Yeah, you can learn how to clean your beaver by watching Replayables. We learn that with our videos. Replayables, it's on 100 Proof Podcasting channel. That's Chris Abel's name for the Replayables channel. And you'll see us there tomorrow. What's it? I don't know what the night we Wednesday, Thursday. I don't know. We'll talk about it. Maybe Thursday night. Although there's a Thursday night game this week, Chris. We might have to talk about this. But at any rate, you can see stuff like that on Replayables. Let's see. BK getting the love. You bastard. You beat me to it, says Chris Abels. Amen. Stacy from Chris Abels. Hoya Abels from Cyke Labs. Brian Kowalczyk get the Hoya from the Reverend Wild Bill. True Brutal from Chris Abels. Hey Stacy from Brian Kowalczyk. Yo Rev from Brian Kowalczyk. Hoya Cyke and Rev Wild Bill. Brutal Pain is giving the bones up. Brutal Pain 518 says Hoya from the Red Mile Bill. On Esther says, I live in Indy. Downtown was effing ridiculous over the weekend. All that Taylor Swifty action, you got inundated. Shout out to the 30 awesome people hanging out for the most fun in the midday you can ever have on BF Live Stream Show 181. I'm currently at my news desk doing some BF Live other news. We're going to do a miserable news history moment tacked on at the end of it. Cyke Labs content and a lot of other fun stuff. Cyke Labs says, Brutal Pain 666. Hoya Brian from the lovely Stacey Allen. That's insane on Esther from Abels. Can I get a Hoya? I think said, can I get a ghetto? You certainly can get a Hoya, my friend. This is for our friend Brutal Pain and everybody else. Hoya, everybody. Happy Tuesday.
Get a Hoya. Get a Hoya. Get a Hoya.
I get the context of this now. I understand that my friends Brian Kowalczyk and Chris Abels are a part of the same fantasy league, and they were facing each other this week. So I guess that was what he meant by the no hard feelings. Shout out to the 32 people. I got more than 32 chairs here, folks. I got 50. I got 100. I stole some from the Levy-verse. Bob, I got a couple of your chairs, buddy, and I hope you don't mind that. You know, you don't care about taking them, right?
Shut the fuck up.
Well, I kind of took your chairs. Brian Kowalczyk here from Space Nerd. Space Nerd. And as you guys all catch up to each other in the chat with your Hoys and your Hoyas, I'll continue on with the BF Live other news or not so serious news. So we talked about Taylor Swift. We talked about the things, you know, all the youngins are kind of doing, you know, trying to dress up like Travis Kelce and attend football games and things of this nature. You understand? But this story right here, this is interesting, folks, because now we know about everybody with the dating. I'm so glad that I've been married for a while and I'm no part of this new dating scene where you have people hooking up on these apps. And I did a story a couple weeks ago, like if the date doesn't go right, the guy bought her like a cup of coffee, and then he was hounding her on social media for his like $4.86 back for coffee. I'm so glad I'm not in the dating pool now. But I think things are changing, folks, because they're kind of moving away from maybe the Grindr and all the kind of apps or whatever, those apps that people use, and people are actually going back to interacting with other human beings as a way of finding a mate. It says, Gen Z's new go-to New York City date night mixes booze with crafts, eliminating the awkward hangouts with activities, art, and liquid courage. It says, this is the new go-to Gen Z date night, and there's plenty of mixing going on. Hangouts where couples combine booze with activities like painting or pumpkin carving are exploding in popularity across the Big Apple, as some say the unlikely pairings eliminate awkward first date jitters with the help of a drink or two. There could be an element of liquid courage where I think sometimes we get a bit anxious, and a little glass of wine would take that edge right off, says Valine Bott, founder of Brooklyn-based art studio Private Picassos. We're definitely seeing a rise in couples coming in. Pre-pandemic, there were a lot more friends groups. So people are just like coming in and finding different ways to kind of meet people, interact, and get along. But I thought this was kind of an interesting story, like actually getting out in public and getting to meet people, actual human beings. Good morning to Space Nerd checking in. At the pumpkin regatta, the cutest girl dressed as Taylor Swift gave me a friendship bracelet. She was so cute, says our friend Space Nerd. Yeah, so I'm not in Gen Z. I'm not sure how many of you guys are in Gen Z, but apparently the new thing is going out and having some drinks and taking the edge off of those kind of awkward first date. You know, if you sit there and you don't know whether I don't want to eat too much around this person, I don't want to drink too much around this person. Maybe if it's a situation like this where you kind of know the parameters going in that you will be drinking, you're going to show up to a drinking event, and you will have at least this activity to kind of indulge in or kind of distract yourself in while you're kind of hooking up or whatever. So there you go. Gen Z is the new thing, meeting actual humans in public. For my second story in the BF Live other news, I hook up on my Fluff My Feathers app. You son of a bitch, you crazy bird. Fluff My Feathers. Well, those birds do have their own app. You know, you got Farmers Only. You got all those different apps, but Terry Nee. Fluff My Feathers, baby. Yeah. LOL, maybe. Space Nerd says, the odds of there being Gen Z in this chat is small, but they might be. How dare you? Are you trying to say I am old / we are all old? There might be. There's a couple few Gen Zs, maybe one or two. Let's see. Chris Abel says, Terry Nee uses Angry Birds app to hook up. Very good point. You're right. Hey, baby. You want to go out and fuck? Come on, you want to go have some sex? Come on. All right, come on. I'm Terry Nee, damn it. I'm Terry Nee. All right, we get it. Let's see. Chris is getting the laughs from Terry Nee. Chris Abel's brother from Two Joints. Two Joints checks in and says, Space Nerd and Terry Nee. Chris Abel checks in for Two Joints and Hoya Two Joints from Ding Dong Cyke Labs as I continue with my third story, a next story on the BF Live other news. Well, folks, we talk about technology and stuff all the time here on BF Live. Let me change my light a little bit. We talk about technology and a lot of other different stuff right here on BF Live. This I could not believe in this day of modern technology. I don't know, a lot of you people that are still in the tech might get the relevance of this, but this says San Francisco, folks, they okay $212 million plan to finally replace their aging train system run by floppy dicks. Bros and sisters, they are still using floppy disk to manage their transit system out in San Francisco, and now in the year of 2024 are just getting around to allocating the money to improve it. San Francisco transit officials have approved a $212 million overhaul of its aging train control system, which for decades has run on data stored on floppy disk. You have got to be shitting me. Welcome. You got mail. And a train wreck. All right. The Municipal Transportation Agency Board, which oversees the Muni Metro light rail network in the city, approved a new contract with Hitachi Rail to upgrade its existing train control system, which was first installed at the Market Street subway station in 1998. We're talking about 26 years now old. The software that runs the automatic train control system is stored on floppy disks that are loaded each morning, folks. Can you imagine this? In this day and age, they are loading actual floppy disk to control train systems. I could not believe this story. It says that, look, there's one right there. If for those of you that might not even remember, because this is going way back. This isn't when they reduced them and put them in the little small format. This is the OG floppy ass disk right here. 3 floppy disks are used for loading the DOS software that controls the system's central servers. DOS, which stands for Disk Operating Systems, was used to power IBM personal computers through the 1980s and 1990s. But the rising popularity of Windows and other graphical GUIs, graphical user interfaces. That's a fancy word, folks. Graphical user interface, GUIs, led to its demise. It goes on to say when a train enters the subway, its onboard computer connects to the train control system to run the train in automatic mode, where the trains drive themselves while the operators supervise. Michael Rocafort of SFMTA, spokesman, told Artechnica in April. When they exit the subway, they disconnect from the system and return to manual operation on the street. Rocafort said that the initial plan was a transition away from floppy disk beginning in 2018. The entire process was expected to last a decade. So there you go, folks. In this day and age in San Francisco, they are still running their rail system on floppy disks. That's another story. Let's see what everybody's saying right here on this story, and then we'll continue on. We have some generosity going on and some people checking in. Let's see. We have Space Nerd says Gen X and Boomers are the majority, I think. You're actually quite right, Space Nerd. I do get some I'd get some analytics for BF Live. Shout out to the 35 awesome people joining us for the midday hang. I'm doing the BF Live other news and a lot more fun. You're right, it is mostly Gen X and Boomers in this chat. Ding Dong is good morning from our friend Two Joints. Cyke Clyde from Space Nerd. In one way or another, you are so correct. What was he correct about earlier? When he says, we are all old. Well, like I say, ain't nobody getting younger, and Father Time is undefeated. Let's see. Look who's checking in, folks. Did you turn on your accept gifted memberships? I hope you did. Family member Brian Kowalczyk just gave out 5 BF Live gifted memberships. Thank you for gifting BF Live, my friend. Thank you, Brian Kowalczyk. I will let you know that Dumpster Fire Diving, a new family member, caught one of those. Delta Zero caught one of those memberships as well as Two Short Long Dogs and in A's or in As in Arizona. And Alex, no, not from shows, just Alex became a sponsor or / member to right here to BF Live. All right, folks, let's continue on. Cheers, Brian Kowalczyk from Chris Abels. He's laughing. Space Nerd's laughing at dicks. Was that a Freudian slip? Floppy dicks? It was easier to say than disc. Floppy dicks. There you go. Everybody likes floppy dicks. Well, I don't know about ladies. The same. California is in the collapse, says Terry Nee. Chris Abel says they should spend that money to clean up the city dirty dicks. Matt says Portland has a great public transportation system. He lets us know. And I use it frequently, says Matt. Well, I'm glad you're not in Frisco where it's being ran on floppy disk, or maybe it is and we just don't know it. Brutal Pain checks in and says floppy disk is what Chris Abels was working with last night. Hi-yo. See, I see what you did there, floppy dicks. Oh, play the freaking bit. That's right, Chris fucking Abels. Hoya Space Nerd from Matt. They use AOL dial-up for the mats. They kind of do. They're like, hi, your train will be pulling in the station in a couple minutes. We'll get there eventually. Terry Nee picked up on floppy dicks. I'm glad everybody's listening today. You got your listening ears on BF Live. Chris Abel says, Brutal Pain, ya bastard. You weren't supposed to tell. Chris Abel, Brutal Pain puts up the horse. All right, we get it. Yes, Space Nerd, I really like using the TriMet when I'm in Portland, says our friend Matt. Dang Lizard says, BF, you read that right the first time. San Francisco is known to run their trains with floppy dicks. Exactly. See? Dang Lizard knows. It was like a Freudian slip. Chris, I use AOL, says Terry Nee. That's so funny, Terry Nee. Listening to Bob and you talking about, he says, listen as two boomers, two guys over 60, attempt to use technology. I thought that was a lot of fun today. Space Nerd says, Matt, it's kind of a trip to watch people. Dang Lizard's getting the love and the laughs from Chris Abels. Gen X Rule says, Space Nerd. We were born at a good time. We had a great generation. Great stuff. Sean Riggle checks in and says, there's a pizza stuck in my butt. Perry, is he making fun of you?
Shut the fuck up.
I think he's kind of making fun of you. Sean Riggle, thanks for checking in, buddy. I have some clips and some video I'm going to show you during Perry Talk of Pizza Butt. How you doing, man? Perry was in fine form last night, nerd. We were in the chat, right? And so Space Nerd, I think this is great. And so they were talking about the Excedrin and all this stuff, and he was missing his Excedrin last night because this pill-headed freak thinks that he can only be cured with caffeine-added Excedrin. And so ever since Tom and the doctors really told him to stop doing it, he's been such a baby. And, oh, my neck pain, everything hurts.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, you are a freaking baby, Perry. Let's see. Chris Abel says, Sean Riggle, hello. And they say hello to each other because they don't always do that. Let's see. I miss saying hello to Sean Riggle. See? I told you. Ha and ha. As we continue on with another story in the BF Live Other News. All right, folks. Well, let's see. I got a story about a startup company. We talk about technology and we're talking about IQ and this person's smart, that person's dumb or whatever. Well, say there was a way, folks, that you could like test your DNA, if you will, so you kind of know in advance what the IQ of your child will be. Well, it's not just a dream or a wish anymore, folks, because it says a startup charges parents to be $50,000 to screen embryos, not embryos. That would be embryo, Albert, embryos for a higher IQ. American startup Heliospec Genomics is charging wealthy parents to be up to $50,000 to screen their embryos for IQ and other desirable traits. Wish you could ensure your unborn child has a higher than average IQ? Well, apparently now you can, with the help of genetic enhancement technology. This is controversial territory as it tends to normalize the idea of superior or inferior humans. But according to undercover video footage obtained by the campaign group Hope Not Hate, at least one genomic prediction company has begun selling its services to parents who can afford them. Heliospec Genomics has apparently already offered its services to over a dozen parents undergoing in vitro fertilization, charging them up to $50,000 to screen 100 embryos for IQ and other traits, and boasting that their technology could select children with IQ scores 6 points higher than those conceived naturally. Now, this is my sticking point, folks, because if they're charging me 50 grand, I want a little more than like 6 points. You know, I could possibly read a kid a book and maybe get 6 more points out of them. But once again, with technology and everything that we got going on, if you there's some DNA right there. It says footage obtained by Hope Not Hate and reviewed by The Guardian appears to show Heliospec's genomics employees pitching the company's services to prospective clients, claiming that they could screen up to 100 embryos based on IQ and other naughty traits that everybody wants, including sex, height, as well as risk of obesity and risk of mental health problems. So there you go, folks. That might be why Terry Nee always says we're in the collapse or something like that, because it's just another way of kind of playing God. But it's kind of common nowadays. I don't see no harm in that. I guess if you got the money, I want more than 6 points for 50 grand is what I'm looking at. I don't know how reliable it is, but let's see what everybody's saying about this, and let's get on with some more fun. Two Joint says Bone Loads pointed out there was a small mouse in there last night. Two Joints is getting the Bones Up love from our friend Matt. Two Joints says Matt, Buddy Bones. Space Nerd says Two Joints. I wouldn't be surprised. Sean Riggle says Perry's apartment is like a terrarium for insects and rodents.
Shut the fuck up.
He's kind of got a point there with all that almond milk you put all over your carpet. That is ridiculous, says Space Nerd about this story. I'll give them a sample for way less than $50K. He's offering bargains over here. He's talking about free semen. There you go. Right. Brutal Pain is getting the Bones Up from our friend Matt. Sean Riggle checks in and says the government should come and seize all of Perry's roaches. Oh, really? Oh, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Here we go. I was going to tell you.
Shut the fuck up.
You know what he said. Let's see. Brutal Pain Man from Two Joints. Bones Up from Brutal Pain to Matt. Dang Lizard says Perry was complaining about the neck pain while taking the Excedrin, but he doesn't remember that. You're right, Dang Lizard, because no matter what's going on, right, so say that everybody or the doctor allowed him to take the Excedrin with caffeine. It would just take somebody talking about Reveille or somebody making him eat something. Like, oh, neck pain, we got to end this stream. Tom, you got to end this.
Shut the fuck up.
But that's kind of how you sound, you big baby. He was in big baby mode last night. I mean, go flip burgers or dig a ditch, you big baby. Two Joints Bones Up, getting the love from Brutal Pain. Terry Nee says, imagine having a child smarter than you. Teenage years would have been hell. All right, as we continue on, Terry Nee says, new scientists think critical review is hate. Dang Lizard says if they charge you 50 grand, your kid is probably genetically 10 points lower than average. Whoa. Yeah, I would try reading a book for something. Like they say 50 grand, or I can just read a couple extra books when they get here. I'll read a kid a couple extra books. Space Nerd says, I want to know how it works. How can you tell with just embryos? Well, obviously, there must be some kind of notable markers. They're learning so much more about DNA, like every day, Space Nerd, and how they can read it, manipulate it. So I'm assuming, like they said, there's traits about sex and height. And there's traits about whether there's risk of obesity or nothing. So I guess they're just getting better and better at kind of narrowing this stuff down. Just a Guest checks in. You number one. Block your friend. Block your friend. He's having fun with the BF Live emojis. Perry doesn't remember this morning, LOL. How about that last night? Like, his, what was it, Kathy, or the girl, she couldn't get out of the gate. And so Tom allowed him to go out and like use the gate key. And as of last night, I thought that like everybody's kind of trapped in that shithole apartment complex until maintenance comes and opens that gate up. Dang Lizard, LOL from Space Nerd. Perry's parents did not use that.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, they just kind of let you just come in the way that you was. Terry Nee says there is no single gene that has a major role in determining intelligence. Instead, intelligence is a polygenic trait, meaning that many genes contribute to intelligence, each with a small effect. Well, how about that? You just learned something more you know. We got some great smart people in the chat family. That's a more you know from our friend Terry Nee. Perry's getting an oil change today.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he's that psycho. First thing in the morning psycho, like 7:30, 8:30 a.m. He's going to be there before they even put the doors up. And, there's a difference between being early and being like that psycho guy who's the first one there that gets there before the employees and he's got the car like right up against the door and shit. I can totally see that being Perry. We'll have to find out how the oil change went down or if it even happened by tuning into the election show tonight on PCL. Just a Guess is getting some love and some cheers from Chris Abels. Space Nerd says, nothing can thwart teenage hormones. IQ be damned. The smartest kid cannot outrun those. Hey, you want to see a hormone? Take our money. Let's see. If your embryo is holding a Coors Light can in the womb, it's going to be a Mensa mine. Hey, man, Space Nerd from Chris Abels. I Googled it, says Terry Nee. That's how we learn everything nowadays. You don't have to know everything or think anymore. You just type that shit right into a search engine, and everybody knows everything nowadays. We're all experts on everything because we have Google, correct? All right, folks. Well, let's see how many more stories I have left. All right, I got one more story, and then we're going to do the BF Live Miserable News History moment. In this last story, which I must say, I'm a fan of like early inventors like Thomas Edison and Tesla and things of this nature. You understand? Like some of these early inventors. I mean, we all have heard Edison growing up, right? We know he didn't invent the light bulb; he merely perfected it. But he was obviously a very smart man. But one of the things that I didn't know that Thomas Edison did, he did this. Maybe some of you knew this already, or maybe Terry Nee already Googled it. This article talks about Thomas Edison's creepy 134-year-old talking doll is the stuff of nightmares. Check this out, folks. I did not know that. I knew he held many patents and he made many items, but I did not know that this was one of them. Look at this doll. Can you imagine this? It says, she came out to play and petrify. The 134-year-old talking doll, invented by Thomas Edison, managed to spook social media users who called it horrifying and the stuff of nightmares. Before Halloween, the National Park Service posted a Facebook photo of the doll on display at Thomas Edison's National Historical Park in West Orange, New Jersey, one of the famed inventor's earliest creations. They also added a link to the eerie audio of the seemingly innocent toy, with the blonde curls and blue dress, and users were horrified, with one calling it the creepiest voice you will ever hear. The doll and her voice are terrifying, another person wrote. The voice is no doll. That's a dang demon, someone added. Coincidentally, Edison invented the light bulb shortly thereafter and never turned it off again at night, another quipped. Yeah, that's right, because of that doll. I've never heard anyone say, oh, she's so cute, archivist at Thomas Edison National Historical Park, Leonard DeGraff, told the Post. Edison, an Ohio native who moved to West Orange, New Jersey in 1886 and whose legendary lab and residence are preserved at the historical park, created the doll in 1890 after he invented the phonograph. So look at this creepy son of a bitch, folks. And I'm going to show you, I actually have video. I have video and audio of it. You're going to hear how creepy it is right here on Edison doll. And then we'll see what everybody's saying about it. But here you go, folks. Be ready to be creeped out. This is Thomas Edison's, one of his earliest inventions, Thomas Edison talking doll, 134 years old. Check it. Listen to this. Your wife was sucking. Oh no. And there you have it. Was that not creepy, folks? Thomas Edison's 134-year-old doll. I must say, I will confess that I never knew that he invented a doll, and I certainly never heard it before. So maybe if you're like me, you're just hearing about it or seeing it for the first time right here on my news, BF Live Other News. Let's see, we got it. We have Space Nerd says, I taught teenagers for almost 30 years. Thousands of teenagers in my sample set. She knows what's up with those teenagers. Space Nerd is like kind of gruff stuff going on there. LOL says 2 joins. Edison electrocuted elephants. Is that really a thing? Can you prove that? Is that really a thing? Oh, sound like Aunt Esther's like, what? She's like shocked. Chris Abel says that doll is what nightmares are made of. You're not wrong. Look at what I bought you, baby. What's up, Dickie Threads? You might as well change it to Dickie now, because I think one day you said that Bob called you Dickie Threads. Lest anyone think it's Dickie Threads, it's Durkee Threads checking in on a solo, but you can see the Durkee Threads Levyverse merch link by looking in the chat and click on that. How you doing, Dickie Threads? True Durkee from Abel's. Brutal Pain says, what's the difference between an enzyme and a hormone? You can't hear an enzyme moan. Hoya. I see what you did there. But you can hear a hormone. Space Nerd simply says about this doll, nope. Taylor Swift. No, I don't think it's Taylor Swift. She once again says nope. Terry Nee lets us know, like many people do, that Edison only kept the light bulb on. He perfected the light bulb. Yes, we know that. That's right. There was many different types of filaments needed, and then Edison finally found he perfected the light bulb. Terry Nee reminds us. Dang Lizard says, okay, I think it was just one elephant. He electrocuted to show the public how dangerous Tesla was of DC current was. That's right. Because they had the whole alternating current, direct current battle at the time. But I think that the direct current would have had to been more substations, would have had to been closer to people if I follow that whole argument right there. And I think that's why alternating current ultimately won. And that's another more, that you didn't know you're going to know on BF Live. 2 joins is getting the shout out from Chris Abels and the laughs. Wendy, no, that's not Wendy. Brutal Pain says you could make a whole horror series around just that doll. Durkee Threads says that's a big nope about the doll. The biggest nope to Durkee Threads, Space Nerd agrees with you again. Screw that doll and its kid sister too. Says our friend Chris Abel. I'm glad that you all kind of reacting and been like, oh, BF, where you been? I hadn't seen this, and it is creepy, and I just didn't know about it. 2 Joint says, so he invented the telephone and a creepy doll? No. That would be Alexander Graham Bell. He invented the phone. You know that, 2 Joints. On Esther checks in and says, sounds like someone's being smothered with a pillow. Yeah, it did. It sounded sounds like the stuff of nightmares. Let's get through some of these, and let's get on with some other stuff on the BF Live Other News. All right, folks, well, it is that time. We did the BF Live Other News or Not So Serious News, but it is that time for our miserable news history moment right here on BF Live. And that's where we do every day at the end of the BF Live other newscast I'm doing right now. We tack on, courtesy of my friend at Cyke Labs, the twisted mind of Cyke Labs, Cyke Clyde, our miserable news history moment. We take you back to the days where Bob Levy was the newsman during the Miserable Men Show on Sirius Satellite Radio. Today, we take you back to April 27th in the year of 2008. This is Bob Levy attempts to read the news on the Miserable Men Show because he was the news guy, folks. And as we always do right here when we watch the Miserable News History moment, when we hear Bob say a word and we don't know what it is, we just type it in the chat, whatever way we think we heard it. So ready, folks, here we go. BF Live Miserable News History moment right now. Oh, be better if I show it to you, wouldn't it? Well, be better. If I screen share and you can hear it rather than me watch myself. See, this is one of the ways I miss Bobby, Nick, and Scott because they kind of keep me on point when I don't remember to share stuff. The chat don't yell at me. Here you go, folks. It's ready now. Miserable News History. Bob Levy reads the news. You type in what you think you hear. Let's go.
And now it's time.
Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. America. It's time once again for the nation's favorite broadcast, The Miserable Men News, with your anchorman, the Reverend Bob Levy.
Thank you. Bob's News and Bob.
Bob.
Nuria holds snap election after impasse. A snap election was underway Saturday in Pacific Island nation of Nauru.
Pacific?
Where the president recently imposed a state of emergency after months of parliamentary deadlock.
Whoa!
Nauru President Marcus Stephen called the election on April 18th, dissolving Parliament and declaring a state of emergency in a bid to boost his grip on government amid bitter fighting with the opposition over proposed legislation.
Oh my God.
Malaysian ministers say sorry for night. Kuala Lumpur. The top Malaysian politician has apologized for brandishing a traditional dagger at parties assemblies after receiving criticism from ethnic minority leaders that the more symbolized racial violence. News reports said Saturday.
They're gagging in the background.
Chief His Hamadin Hussein unheeded a kiss and kissed a Malay warrior's Karis knife. A battle weapon and ceremonial symbol of spiritual power in recent years at a party's annual Congress. The act evokes fears of ethnic violence such as Malaysia's deadly 1969 riots triggered by Malays' anger over ethnic Chinese wealth and influence, some minority leaders say. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Beto, get close to that mic. What do you think of Bob's reading?
I think he's sitting what's fine.
Did that sound good to you?
It sounds fucking bad. Something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So fucking soon.
Oh, that was one of the better news reads in a long time.
I like he was plowing through those words, bam, 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 and he hit one like a wall, like a crash test dummy.
Bam! Fucking head.
It was like he was running full speed, just ran out of gas. Yeah.
Oh, that's the pisser. There you go. That was our miserable news history moment, folks. That's a pisser. All those guys choking and gagging and Beetlejuice ragging on you in the background. Our friend Space Nerd says that Bob's reading has definitely improved. Well, you know, he has been taking part in the reading rainbow.
Butterfly in the sky. I can go twice as high. Take a look in the book. Reading Rainbow. I can go anywhere.
Matt.
Friends to know and ways to grow. Reading Rainbow. I swallow Is that a fucking kid's book? Friends to know and ways to grow.
Reading rainbow. Reading rainbow. Reading rainbow. I'm reading. I'm swimming. I'm a bat in the pool. Look at me go. Levy is such a stupid name.
It is. Levy is such a stupid name, but it's a funny guy that it's attached to. Cyke says, Levy is such a stupid name. He's got all the lines. Dang Lizard checks in and says, there is a short movie of Topsy, the elephant's electrocution, as Edison also had all patents on filmography. Hollywood was created to avoid these patents. Wow, there you go. That's what. So they just did they've been doing that stuff for years. They just did the old school thing where they said, we're just going to take your technology and we're going to act like it's ours and we're just going to run it and do our thing over here. That's what more you know from our friend Dang Lizard checking in. Reading Rainbow says Space. Like Clyde checks in. All right, folks, well, there you have it. You have the BF Live Other News or the BF Live Not So Serious News. I tacked on, as promised, the miserable news history moment at the end. Compliments of our friend Cyke Clyde. And that was it, folks. That's the end of the BF Live Other News or Not So Serious News. Let's get on to some other fun stuff here on BF Live Stream Show 181, and I'll head back to my other studio. Is everybody having fun in the midday? I trust and hope you are, because I like to say that no one has more fun in the midday than we do right here on BF Live. And this is BF Live Stream Show 181 for Tuesday, Erection Day, November 5th. We're here. We're having it. We're doing it. I'm the man, Bobby Fran, holding it down for you the best I can in the 3 hours right here in the midday, from 12 to 3-ish, I like to say, here on the East Coast of the United States. And let's see, we're going to get into, how about we get into one more fun thing? We're going to check the National Day Hey Hey calendar, folks, because it's always a holiday or celebration for someone or something. We'll check the National Day calendar, and that'll take us up to about 1:30. And 1:30 is exactly halfway through a 3-hour show. So we take a piss break, and after that, what are we going to get into? We'll get into Cyke Labs content, Perry Talk, and a lot of other fun stuff. Maybe Wild World of Records. I even have a whack package I got in the hopper for you. If we can get to it, time allows. We'll see what fun we can get to, folks. But it is that time because, like I said, it's Election Day. It's November 5th. It's always a holiday or a celebration for someone or something. So let's look into them by looking at the National Day calendar, or what I like to call the National Day Hey Hey. Let's check that out.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah. I guess it was a couple years ago. I started noticing these trends. Well, I'm going to wash it out with that extra white on my screen of the National Day calendar. Every morning when I watched the news, there was always a national holiday. And I'm like, how can it be like a holiday or celebration every day of the week? Well, sure enough, it is, folks, because we have something called the National Calendar. So we're going to check it out right now. They've got a couple items on the National Day calendar today. So let's see what today is on the National Day calendar, November 5th. Today is National Love Your Red Hair Day. So this is for our gingers out there. You go ahead and love that red hair. Or it's also National Donut Day. Go ahead. And looky there, folks. Some days it can be like 4, 5, 6 of these national holidays. Today we have 2 simple national holidays. So let's check them out as we make our way up to 1:30 and the BF Live piss break, and more fun on the other side in the second half of BF Live. Let's see what this... Let me go back to that one real quick, because it does tell you, founded in 2015 by the National Day Calendar and Adrian and Stephanie Vendetti, co-founders of How to Be a Redhead. So they put this on the national calendar. National Love Your Red Hair Day. National Love Your Red Hair Day celebrates the beauty of those gorgeous red tresses annually on November 5th. There's no reason to be shy. Redheads get the spotlight to show off the unique qualities of red hair. Hashtag Love Your Red Hair Day. Many redheads feel like outcasts for having red hair. This celebration empowers redheads to feel confident, look amazing. You look marvelous, darling. You look marvelous. And rock their beauty. Red hair is more than a color. It's a lifestyle. Besides, redheads are rare. Less than 2% of the population is crowned with red hair. and those that are may very well be left-handed too. That's interesting that there's a connection between red hair and left-handedness. I didn't know there was such a strong connection. Here's some famous redheads in history. Lucille Ball, Queen Elizabeth I. How about Ron Howard? Hey, what you doing over here? Ron Howard and Fonzie. No, but Patsy and all those guys. Let's see. Vincent Van Gogh. I only heard half of that. Rupert Grint. Carol Burnett. Van Gogh and Carol Burnett on the same one. Isn't that ironic that Carol Burnett always pulled her ear and Vincent Van Gogh lopped his off? Wow, I'm seeing connections here with these redheads. Bonnie Raitt is a famous red hair rock star. Winona Judd and Carrot Top are counted among those, so it's your folks today. Folks Day. Day, folks. If you have red hair, maybe today is your day on BF Live on the National Day calendar. Let's see what people are saying about these redheads, and we'll get on to some other stuff. Leave such a stupid name. Wash your hands. We're getting to the hand washing part after the BF Live piss break. We wait till after we piss to wash our hands. Johnny Mars checks in and says, boom. Thanks for checking in, Johnny Mars. Let's have some fun today. Guy Fawkes Day. Guy Fawkes Day. Who are you fucking? Let's see. I really need a donut. We'll take you over to National Donut Day in a second. Because first I want to let you know that the most generous Johnny Mars hit me up with a $4.99 super sticker. Thank you, Johnny Mars, for the $4.99, man. Let's hang out and have some fun today, my friend, in the midday right here on BF Live. Thank you, man. Reba McEntire is a famous one. She's on The Voice. I watch that with my wife and stuff. Shaun White, that's right. He's another one. Famous Olympic skater, Shaun White, snowboarder. He's a lot better boarder than fucking Perry is.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, Shaun White won Olympic medals, and you're like fucking gravity kicks your ass walking around apartment 102. Let's see. Chris Abels, no, he's not a redhead, but he just plays one on podcast.
Chris fucking Abel?
Maybe. Carrot Top, that was on the list. Space Nerd says, you know what is sad? We don't have a Dunkin' Donuts over here. You are out in the Pacific Northwest. You've already doxed yourself, but I know that Dunkin' Donuts is kind of regional. What do you have out there? You just count on the local bakery. Over here, we have Dunkin' Donuts, and when I took my trip to Canada recently, I enjoyed me some Tim Hortons, which is basically like Canada's Dunkin' Donuts. But let us know where you do enjoy your coffee and donuts there, nerd, if you don't have one of those. Tyranny says redheads have issues with anesthesia. You kind of know that from personal experience. Don't want to know why you know that. You can't knock me out like this and have sex with me, Tyranny. Let's see. Right, Sean Riggle from Space Nerd. Matt says, ha. Cyke says, how about them Krispy Kreme, nerd? Oh, my goodness. That Krispy Kreme, those originals, when they come off the line, they are the crack of donuts. Oh, my goodness. Krispy Kreme, you got me going now. We always talk about food here on BF Live. Make your own, nerd. Oh, look at that. There you go. That's right. Time to make the donuts. I made the donuts. That old commercial. Space Nerd says, I do local baker. We have Voodoo Donuts. Oh, I should go there. I like some of these more boutique-y donut places that are popping up now, Space Nerd, because I will tell you this, ever since they've gone to Dunkin', the donuts really don't get much emphasis no more. In my area, they don't even cook the donuts in the stores anymore. When I was growing up, like each store cooked their donuts fresh in the store, and you had some guy come out from the back trying to make the donuts, and he would have the flour all over them and bring out the next hot tray of donuts. Now they have regional bakeries that service all of the Dunkin' Donuts, and it's just not the same. So I like a good boutique kind of original donut. Space Nerd checks in and says, Brutal Pain, I want them now, not next week. Our friend Just a Guest says, I like McDonald's coffee. Well, there you go. Well, that's good. We got to vote for McDonald's coffee.
I like turtles.
I like turtles. Well, there you go. All right. Brutal Pain is laughing, which is good. Space Nerd says, we do have Krispy Kreme. I bet they have a donut special. I bet they do, because it's National Donut Day. We talked about it enough. We didn't even get to it yet. November 5th is Guy Fawkes Day, like the mask in for V for Vendetta. Juggler Jen says, my votes are in. Whoop, whoop. Go out and do your thing today. Honester says, I don't like redheads who wants a guy with a freckle on their schmeckle. Hi-oh. That's what you get for looking. You just close your eyes and you do what you got to do. Hoya Jen from Brutal Pain and LOL on Esther. Let's check on this National Day calendar. Let's check on National Donut Day. Since we already pre-talked about it enough, let's see what we can do and how we can get down and celebrate National Donut Day on today, November 5th. It's also Election Day. Oh, look, look all the purdy colors and toppings and all. National Donut Day, also known as why does it say National Donut Day, also known as National Donut Day? It's got two different spellings, folks, but it says the same thing. On November 5th is one of two observed by donut lovers across the nation. The first Friday in June is the other day donuts steal the bakery case spotlight, ready to tease their way into the white bakery box and go home. Hashtag National Donut Day. Visit the June page for more information on National DOUGHNUT Day. History disputes the origin of the donut. One theory suggests that Dutch settlers brought donuts to North America, much like they brought other traditional American desserts. They received credit for such desserts as apple pie, cream pie, and cobbler. Donut shapes are as varied as their history. Was the original donut round? If so, American Hanson Gregory laid claim to inventing the ring-shaped donut in 1847 while working on board a lime trading ship. Only 16 at the time, Gregory claims he punched a hole in the center of dough with the ship's tin pepper box. Later, he taught the technique to his mother. Traveling further back in time, we look at an English cookbook. According to anthropologist Paul R. Mullins, an 1803 volume included donuts in the appendix of American recipes. However, the earliest recorded usage of the term donut is found in a short story in the Boston Times, article about fire cakes and donuts, published in 1808. So there you go. It's National Donut Day, folks. You know what to do. You know, you got all kind of donuts out there. What's your favorite donuts? Like I said, I like those original glazed Krispy Kremes and all. Well, there you go, folks. It was just a few of them today. I'll wrap this up by running my element. But that was our check with the National Day calendar in the National Day. Hey.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah. We're doing it. Matter of fact, what are we doing?
We're doing it.
We are, in fact, doing it. What are we doing? We're holding it down for 3 hours in the midday with a lot of fun right here on BF Live Stream Show 181 on this Tuesday, Election Day. Here's what we're going to do, folks. I'm going to catch up with the rest of the chat family check-in because it is 1:30. We are halfway through 3 hours of live original content I bring you here every day on the BF Live Stream Show. Then we're going to take the piss break and have Cyke Labs and a lot of other fun on the other side of it. My sister Kathy checks in and says, me too. I buy it for my Keurig. Brutal Pain check says Penn Station has buy one get one free subs since the bagels won in Ohio. Dream Man spells the word D-O and then N-U-T-S. You see all the different spellings. It's the D-O-N-U-T-S or D-O-U-G-H-N-U-T-S, depending on how fancy you are. Space Nerd says Brutal Pain. I enjoy sandwiches, especially if they are free. They do taste better when they're free, don't they? Terry Nee says, hopefully no one ever experiences who nuts? Space Nerd says free glazed Krispy Kreme. Oh man, my stomach is already going, girl. I'm gonna have to check out my local Krispy Kreme. All right, folks. So we did the National Day. Hey. I ran the element. So here's what we're gonna do. 2 joints. Thank you, man. Thanks for saying it's a great show. 2 Joints likes to say what I remind him, I think one time, that BF Live is, I kind of look at it as like 3 1-hour shows I like to do here in the midday. But halfway through the entirety of the 3 hours, we're going to take the BF Live piss break right now, folks. So let's say we do that. It's about 2.5 minutes long. So why don't we do this? Why don't you grab something to drink, go to the bathroom if you have to, grab another friend and tell them that no one has more fun in the afternoon than we do right here on YouTube with BF Live. I'll see you in 2.5 minutes on the other side of the BF Live piss break right here for a whole lot more fun because we're nowhere near done with BF Live Stream Show 181, making our way up to 200 shows real fast, and I wouldn't be nowhere without you folks. 2.5 minutes on the other side for more fun right here after the piss break on BF Live. See you in 2.5.
I think I need a piss break. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the I'll do the pee-pee dance, pee-pee dance. Yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I need a piss break. I do the pee-pee dance. I do the pee-pee dance. Yeah. I think I need a piss break. Oh yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Oh, watch me now. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Come on, give it to me, that pee-pee break. DJ, hook it up. Drop that beat. Yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Watch me now. Pee-pee breakdown, pee-pee breakdown. Break it down, pee-pee, yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Oh, yeah. Wash your hands. Don't be gross. I know you touched your pee-pee.
And I'm back from touching my pee-pee. I know you're back from touching whatever you have for the second half of the BF Live stream show on this Tuesday, 181, the election day kind of show, if you will, folks. But we don't mess with that stuff here. But if you want some kind of fun, interesting election coverage tonight, I know I'm going to be hanging out with a lot of you in the chat family on PCL tonight. Another programming reminder I'm going to give you, and I guess I'll let this cat out of the bag a little bit early, in that I have a bit of an announcement to make, that tonight will be the last Shawnee Zone on the Shuley Network. I'm going to let you know. We kind of been informed that, the kind of run is done with all the changes going with Bob leaving and Bob doing his thing with his own channel. Everybody's kind of doing their own things with their own channel. So I think we're going to get one last hurrah. I think it'll be 7 o'clock tonight on the Shuley Network. I certainly want to thank Shuli Agar, because if it wasn't for Shuli Agar reading my chats like early on, and then like getting Bob involved, and Bob reading my chats and having the good back and forth with them, like I wouldn't even know if I had the nerve or the courage to like want to do any of this. So thank you, Shuli Agar, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to. You brought sports heads to the Shuli Network, and you also you suggested that I would be a good host to hook up with our friend Shawnee to do the show, and we have a lot of fun doing it. And we'll talk about the future of the Shawnee Zone tonight. I think Shawnee is going to try to pick it up once things kind of calm down in his life. I'm getting a little ahead of the game, but that is a programming reminder. Tonight will be the last Shawnee Zone on the Shuli Network. Thank you, Shuli. And thank you, Shawnee, too, as well, because it's been real fun and heady. Like, if you ever told me years ago that I would be, like, having, like, conversations with Shuli and Bob Levy, and that one day I would do a show with it's Shawnee. I got that right here. Let me see. It's
Shawnee.
It's Shawnee, bro. I got to know him personally, but I would have never believed it. So all of these opportunities have been nothing but a plus for me. So thank you, Shuli Agar, and thank you, Shawnee. And join us over there tonight at 7 o'clock East if you can. Let's see. We'll catch up with some of these, and then we're going to get into Cyke Labs, and Cyke Labs will lead into Perry Talk, which will include some more cool content from Cyke Labs. So we got a lot more fun planned for the day. We got Pants Off, Dance Up. Everybody enjoys the BF Live piss break. I want to know, some of you, I do it. I find myself humming that tune when I'm pissing or going to the bathroom when I'm not doing the show sometimes at random hours of the day. And I know you do too. It's a Pants Off, Dance Off. Says our friend Brutal Pain. You going to make me whittle Don't be gross. Chunk Squad checks in. Chunk. I've been seeing you in the chats in Perry, but it's been a minute since I've seen you on the day side in BF Live 666 and Bones Up, my friend. Perry was in rare form last night, buddy, and we're going to cover some of that with we're going to go to Perry Talk. We're going to do Perry's Twitter X, and we're going to have some Cyke Labs content. On Esther, she's having a pee-pee dance, pee-pee breakdown. Chunk getting the bones up from Brutal Pain. Everyone, please turn on gifted memberships. Yo, Jen from Chunk Squad checking in. This is what I love about this chat family, because as soon as somebody new comes in, you could tell because of everybody getting the shout out love, like from my friend sister Kathy, or Space Nerd. Hey, Chunk from Space Nerd. Long time no see, Chunk Squad from Jen. BP getting the love from Chunk Squad. He's giving Brutal Pain all the bones up. Oh, what up, Dream Man? Hey, Jen from Dream Man. Chunk 666 brother, I'm Cyke Clyde. Chunk says, I know, Jen. I'm volunteering to fill in until they find a replacement at work. Working hard, Chunk Squad. That's hot. Hey, Cyke, my dude. Thanks, Jen from Chunk Squad. Cyke says, you excited for tonight's Perry election, buddy? I think everybody is. It stays with you forever, that song is. Says Brutal Pain. Dream Man says, I tried popping back into TSN. It just feels like the same shit in different pants. Damn, there you go. Well, there's an opinion about that. Like I said, I got all love. I got all love for those guys, because just having them read our chats and let us be part of the interaction of the shows, what kind of gave me the urge or the drive to want to keep doing this in more bigger ways. So all thanks to Shuli and all them. Brutal Pain 518 says, it stayed with you forever, that song. We got that one. Hey, Bobby Friend, my man. There you go, Chunk. I see you in the chat on Perry, and I shout you out, but man, you know, last night and many nights, the Perry chat was on fire last night. I was like, me and Space Nerd were trying to have like inter-chat conversations, but those things were just going by so fast, and I'll show you why during Perry Talk. Turkey Thread says, 100% facts about the song randomly. Sing it. See, Turkey, I know it happens. Thanks for admitting that. Oh, missed the show so much. Thanks, Chunk. We missed you too, buddy. Seeing everybody knows that you weren't around. That's what I love about chat family, is accountability. They're like, hey man, where's Chunk been? Chunk is back. Cyke says, ditto, Dream Man. And they used to play my stuff and promote me, but ever since Bob left, they act like they don't even know me. It makes me sad. But now I'm just going to focus on Bobby Fran and Bob from here. Here on out, that is. Thank you, Cyke Clyde, man. Like I said, you know, and I've had to adapt to that, because I've had multiple shows on the Shuli Network, and we just have to come to accept that we think that all of these things, like Howard Stern show, is going to be like the same thing forever, right? We take it for granted, but you know, as we get older, I'm not so surprised anymore when I wake up another day and somebody goes, hey Bob, I'm going to make some changes over here, and nice knowing you, or all that stuff. It's all just part of life, but we're living, we're having fun, and we're doing it. We're all doing our shit.
We're doing it.
And speaking, we're all doing it. Shout out to Conti and Kenny, who are now on the 100 Proof Podcasting channel, because Bob Levy made changes, you know, fundamental changes to his channel, and he just wants to streamline it and be about him all the time, which we appreciate and respect. Now, Joe, Conti, and Kenny, they're doing Conti and Kenny show on Monday nights at 7 o'clock East on 100 Proof Podcasting channel. So we all got your shows, all still going. Not only fans, Jen says, get your popcorns ready. Space Nerd says it's also National Chinese Takeout Day, Tsunami Awareness Day, Gunpowder Day, and Bonfire Day. It's Tsunami. You must say the T in Tsunami, Space Nerd. Tsunami, thank you. BF indeed, with the D right there. Chunk Squad says it's National Chinese Takeout Day. Yummy. All right. Dream Man says, 100% Cyke. You're really holding your craft. You're getting better. You're honing it. We missed you, Daddy. Chunk Squad says Jen. Thanks, Dream Man, from our friend Cyke Clyde. Space Nerd says, let's order one of everything. Chunk Squad. They're ordering Chinese in the chat. I agree, Dream Man. I meant honing. We got that. About autocorrect is gay. Not as gay as Perry.
Shut the fuck up.
You are kind of gay. Let's say it. I don't mean the happy kind. I'm the 30th like. That's 5-finger Gen Punch. Come on, here to Bob and Rob. 31, 31, 32. Come on, 33, 32, 33. Come on, can you get me up to 40? Can you hook a brother up? I know you love me, but hook a brother up with a like, share, and subscribe wherever you're watching today. Cyke Clyde says, I love Shuli and him bringing me in this world. But sometimes, like Bob, you just take different paths. And that's kind of why I'm focused on doing BF Live, because I couldn't control everything that goes on, like with the playables, or if we're doing the show on Levyverse or not, or if I'm on the Shuli Network or whatever. I just got to show up and do the best show I can do every day and let the chips fall where they may. Chunks Quiz, that's five. Thanks, Five Finger Death Punch Jim. Haha, Dream Man from Cyke Clyde. You give me the tingle, being bricked up. Durkee says, I'm just sorry. I work all the time and miss BF Live a lot. Well, that's okay, Durkee, because, you know, in trying to find my own niche and spot right here to do my show, I kind of settled in on like the midday and the afternoons, because you know yourself, so many of our great podcast friends are doing shows. It can be early in the morning, and a lot of our friends really like to broadcast in the evenings and late at night. But it occurred to me that, you know, there wasn't really anyone holding it down in the midday for like the working person. Like, I always wanted Howard Stern to be on in the midday, and not that I would ever be anything near Howard Stern, but if just that we can turn on a microphone and have some fun, and I can get one or two people through your day, that makes me feel good, and that's why I'm here. So check in with me when you can, Dickie Threads. But you are here right now, says Durkee. Chunk Squad says, Space Nerd, I'm with you. Waiter, here, we will have one of everything here, and don't forget the frickin' tea. Let's go. All right, folks. Well, there was only a few more chats left, and they're just kind of chatty chat talk. There you go, Durkee Threads. All the love for everybody in here. It's chat family. I think I'm one of the first ones to coin and say it. I'm going to say it. I did. It's chat family. That's who we are. That's how we roll.
We're doing it.
That's what we do. And one of the people we do it with, you know what time it is, folks. We have so many creative people, but there's one creative person that I'm always happy to promote right here with their own segment on BF Live, and you know who that is. Cyke Labs.
Cyke.
That's right, folks. I am proud to be the only home of Cyke Labs content, at least a show that has a dedicated segment for the talent of the twisted minds at Cyke Labs. So here goes item number one here from Cyke Labs, and I'm going to work our way up to the latest and greatest, as I will always do, from the twisted mind of Cyke Labs. Whoops. All right, here's the first piece I got for you, folks, right here. Cyke Labs.
Back here live at the Waterfront Village with my friend, the zombie, Jonathan. You're looking good. Jonathan just got an awesome face paint job. What do you think?
I like Goodles.
All right. You're great, zombie. And good times here at the Waterfront Village.
I like turtles, too. But you know what I like more? I like Cyke Labs. And I like being able to show it right here on my show, BF Live. Awesome stuff there, buddy. And I'm glad that everybody, you're getting your props, man. And I saw the great reaction that you got from your media share on Perry Caravella Live. We'll talk about that too, and we'll kind of show a little bit of that too. But you get man love and mad props in the Perry chat too, my friend. So yes, you are talented, and you're getting better every day, every time you do it. Let's see. Hoya, my friends from Blumels. How you doing there, Blumels? Are you on the train? Are you on the... Oh, you on that old train. You on that one they run out in San Francisco on floppy dicks. How you doing, my friend Hoya, my friends from Blumels? You're welcome, Durkee Threads. Jenny from the blog is checking in as we continue on here with Cyke Labs right here, folks. All right, and you know, like we said, there's many talented people in this world, and one of them, yes, we will say it, is also Mike Morse. And you might notice the Armchair Comic logo that's on when I'm not full screen. That was commissioned by our friend Mike Morse right here. I paid him to make that. Well, here's a little song. He's not only a drawer, he's a multi-talented, multifaceted guy. He does song parodies. Here you go. Here's one with Mike Morse. Neil the Roast Writer from the Miserable Men days, March 30th, 2008.
Lick my own balls.
There we go.
Whoa.
On stage in Indianapolis, along with speech impediment man.
Hardy went down to Florida to do a gig. He was booked by a doctor in a lousy wig. And he pestered Hardy almost every day. He's got a bad to pay, and his name is Neil the Roast Writer. Neil the Roast Writer. Now to keep turned out to be a total dud. It was under a tent in the fucking mud. It was the worst mistake that Artie ever made. He didn't even get paid, and it's all because of Neil the Roast Writer. Neil the Roast Writer. Neil the Roast
He's talking about Neil Berliner.
Wallet lighter.
Neil the Roast Writer.
That's the only part of him getting lighter.
It's Neil the Roast Writer. From the song parody master himself, Mike Morse from Back in the Miserable Men days, compliments of Cyke Labs during our Cyke Labs content segment. Let's see. Cyke lets us know that the video we will be seeing, it was actually Rev Fug Lee's media shares. He just used his vids. Well, it's hard to tell, but it is kind of, it's telling, I see things and I'm like, is that Cyke Labs? Cyke Clyde says, thanks, BF. That's why this is my home, me and the Bobs. Me and the Bubs. Jenny from the block says, I miss Bobby Nick. I haven't seen him in a couple days. Oh, Blummel's defense lawyer lets us know that they're joining us from a waiting room at the doctor's office. Worse than the train. Oh, my goodness. All right, well, I hope you make out okay, and I hope nothing too serious. Space Nerd's getting the love from Blummel's defense lawyer. Jenny from the block's checking in. The polls weren't slammed yet, but it will be as the day progresses. Space Nerd says, Hoya Blummels, how are you? I am blessed, says Blummels. That's a great way to be. Space Nerd checks in and says, I like to hear that. Lucas checking in. It's another bro you know. The great Malenko checks in. Thanks for checking in on BF Live the other afternoon, Great Malenko, and welcome back, my friend. We're doing our thing. We're in the middle of Cyke Labs content and a lot more fun. We're going to get into some Perry talk because Perry was in wild form last night. Tom Gully's Unnecessary Sports Show says, breaking news. Early exit polling has BF Live leading the incumbent by 37% as the best midday show. I like that. It's the only poll I want to believe. Thank you, Tom Gully's Unnecessary Sports Show. Turkey Threads is throwing out the flames. Blummel's defense lawyer says, thank God I voted last week. The polling places are zoos here. I was wondering what the side effect was going to be with all this early voting because if you watch the normal news, all you hear is early voting is outpaced. It's faster. So my thinking was, well, maybe there won't be so many people there to clog up things on election day. But you never know, folks. Get out there and vote because, like I said, of all the imperfect countries in the world, America is the best. We are the best imperfect country in the world. And not many people wake up with the right to vote or the ability to vote. So if you have the right and the ability to vote, go out and cast your vote for whoever it is. Tom Gully shows Unnecessary Sports, getting the love from Juggalette Jen. Space Nerd says Washington State mail-in ballot solves that problem, Blummel's defense lawyer. Blummel's defense lawyer says, I could have mailed, don't trust them. And my whole take with the mail-in things is that my understanding is that some states, and this can vary state to state, they won't even go to them unless they need them to determine a clear winner. And I just don't like the fact of thinking that my piece of paper might just be sitting there while they determine if the other election results were enough to determine. That doesn't feel like me participating, but to each their own, because I think a vote by mail is better than not voting at all. So do whatever is good and best for you, because people have they have schedule limitations, they have mobility limitations, a lot of different limitations. So vote whatever way you can vote, but vote. Let's see. Tom Gully's Unnecessary Sports Show said, my other account isn't showing up for some reason. Blummel's defense lawyer says, I wrote in Perry Caravello for the city comptroller. You think you're going to win, Perry?
Shut the fuck up.
I don't know. You're not that great with your money, though. Space Nerd says Washington State is very reliable. There are multiple codes on the ballot and envelope. They signature check and will call you if it doesn't match. The Tom Gully's Unnecessary Sports Show says thank you to YouTube. Blummel's the vote says not voting is also a vote. Whoa. Don't go rush on me, bro. Blummel's went rush on me like, if you choose not to decide, you have still made a choice. Whoa. That blew my mind when I was younger, and I figured out that Rush lyric. If you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice, says our friend Blummel's defense lawyer. Space Nerd says they don't BF Live, Bobby. Really? You're telling me they do count? I don't know what you meant in context. I'm voting for Macho. Oh yeah, going son of a bitch, going to Macho. That's right, better snap it to a Slim Jim. Oh yeah, vote for me. I'm dead, you son of a bitch, but vote for me anyway. Oh, yeah. Snap into an election. Let's see. Blum's defense lawyer says, they tell you everything is on the up and up, and they wouldn't lie to us, of course. Dream Man says, what's the point of voting if they decide if my vote is worth anything? And so to each their own. You have to decide if it's that write-in situation like I described. You got to decide which maybe voting system is better for you. I'm a traditional guy, so I just go on the day like I always have. I have early voted a few times, but I just decided that with all this early, it's just easier for me just to one day. It's always been like a holiday, if you will. And I know, they used to close schools and they used to wheel the voting booths in the schools. How old are you people out there who remembers that shit and who remembers laughter? Let's see. Bob Blumel says laughing. Dream Man says I did it for the women. Bobby F got me. Come on, Blumels. I really got you now. I got you so you don't know what you're doing. Space Nerd says I don't think that is true. Dream Man, check your local because it entertains them. Dream Man. AOC loves Perry. Is that true, Perry?
Shut the fuck up.
She is kind of hot, but I don't know if your politics matches up. Let's see. Space Nerd says, Dream Man, do you know how to check your votes to make sure it's been received correctly? And that can vary from state to state, Space Nerd. I understand that some states have like a paper trail and others do not. Check with your local voting authorities. Blum's defense lawyer says, maybe it doesn't make a difference. Doesn't mean I'm giving up trying. There you go. And, we might have levels of being discouraged or whatever, static or some feedback throughout the years, but I always fall back onto consider how many people have ever hit this planet. Consider how many countries there are. Consider how many of them let their people choose their leaders. That's why I say we might not be perfect, but we're the best imperfect country. So the fact that there are certain amounts of people that will never get a chance to vote, never get any choice, that motivates me and going, hey, what's wrong with me? I got to get out there and I have to vote. Space Nerd says, Blum's defense lawyer, my son's school is closed today because they are voting there. Space Nerd says, I think. Dream Man says, okay, just doing a bit more research. The electoral college situation is a little confusing. Yeah, I think that was kind of a safeguard that those old school guys put in many years ago because of a strange thing. They still, they still wanted ultimate control. So they're supposed to go by the blessings of the people. But I don't want to turn this into Perry's political show. The Electoral College is outdated. It is complicated. It's worth learning. And it's true, says Space Nerd. As we continue on, we got into a little political side talk here right on BF Live, but we don't do politics on BF Live. Nope. We live and laugh. We do things that we actually have control over, like our will and living and laughing. You rolling with me.
He got jokes that'll make you say roll, but keep that avocado far.
Keep that shit
Where
far,
does he go? Blazing green, always lean. That's his motto, puffin' slow. Living life. You gotta laugh it up, my dude. Living life. Just keep it chill, stay in that mood.
Live. Living and laughing, because that's the kind of stuff that I have control over, folks. Space Nerd says, I think Election Day should be a national holiday. It opens up more time for those who work. And Space Nerd, we're of a similar generation, right? That's kind of how it was. I remember like the world shutting down, and I loved Election Day as a kid because we knew we were going to have a day off of school, right? And all the adults were going to show up and do their adult thing. So it felt like a national holiday. Your parents were off. The schedule was a little different, but let's get back. Let's see. Cyke Labs says, that song I made for Reel's Horse is my new favorite. Blocky Fran is my close second, but you made this one first. Well, let's see if we can find another thing that might be somebody else's close second or third, or maybe their first. How about this? We're going to keep, let me get this on the screen for you, and I will show you this. This is Bobby Valley, and Bobby is barely alive from Cyke Labs. Sing it, Bob. Bobby Valley. You won't give in. I'm working my way back to Bob Levy one more time.
So all the big A's that when I'm ready to go back now, I'm dead and get hot.
Wow, there you go. Blumels, that's, you know, that's why I played it twice, Blumels, and it took me listening to it multiple times to say I'm working my way back to you, babe. I'll play it one more time and listen for that song and see if you can hear any of those lyrics. It's leading up to the chorus. It's talking about I've done you wrong and all that stuff. Can't go living my life without you. Check this out.
The aquatic skills your VT the believe of the law Missouri not for man thou and
I ain't about to go
John State pass at me you love I'm out of hitting yellow
too proud
so all the big games and then when I'm ready to go back now I'm dead and
I'll be working my way back to Bob Levy. Cyke called that Barely Alive, and I have to say that is a appropriate title for that one. All right, well, let's do a song that maybe has a little more pep and a little more meaning and little lyrics that you can understand right here. We're going to take you back to another Mike Morse hit from back in the day of the Miserable Men. Compliments of Cyke Labs. Mike Morse, take it away. Levy's going to fight an old sitcom star.
Let's go to a new tune from our very own Mike Morse. Let's hit it.
She gave Bob Levy lots of crap. So Levy hauled up and he gave him a bitch slap. Now Daddy wants to grab Bob's neck and make it snap.
Ow, ow.
What was Bob thinking?
Ow, ow.
Must have been drinking. Levy's gonna fight an old sitcom star. Levy's gonna fight an old sitcom star. He's training hard at the local bar. His old lungs are filled with tar. Danny's gonna hit him really hard. Bob will have to keep his teeth in a jar.
Ah, wonderful.
Always
Mike
with
Morse.
the teeth and always with the fun is Cyke Labs and Mike Morse. Mike Morse. Morse verse forever, says our friend Space Nerd. And Blummel's defense lawyer says, Morse World Order. They're the only two I know of. Blummel's defense lawyer is laughing, which is good. Space Nerd is laughing, which is good. Dream Man checks in with a laugh and says, Mike is truly a talented parody artist. Well, we'll have to see if I have a couple more for you as we continue on right here with Cyke Labs, right here on BF Live. But first, I need to take you away for we're going to take you out on the street. Man on the Street interview. This is Man on the Street interviews Bob Levy from back in the day. Cyke Labs on BF Live.
What's up? How you feeling, man?
Drag log
Say what?
I'm the mocking noon. Dude, I'm afraid, but I ain't going to pedal.
What?
I'm like, I'm dead of your hair. How many?
I'm good. Can you finish these lyrics real quick?
Okay.
Back home again.
I can't wait to get my Bill of Wire again. I can get him to like try the wagons, but I don't know the names of them. Oh, will here's the one about
those close-ups are so eerie because there's no seam in them.
Like how we am in and I am.
Like, look at that.
I'm gonna.
There you go. From the twisted mind of Cyke Labs, that's a Bob Levy Man on the Street interview. Hey, I do have another one for you folks. For our two Mike Morse fans, here's some more Mike Morse right here. And this is a fun one, and this involves Mark from Jersey City. This was his intro song that Cyke Clyde let us know about the other day. I'm going to play it for you right now. Like to hear it? Here it go on BF Live. Cyke Labs.
From Jersey City. Mark was a caller. Now he's a part of the show. That's how it works. That's how we roll.
It's a graduation system.
Mark, go ahead.
This fucker's got an intro.
Mark writes his jokes.
Wow.
Attacks us like a virus.
Very sharp. He's
But we
sharp.
don't mind. At least he isn't Cyrus. It's time for Mark. It's time
for Mark
from Jersey City.
Vibrato.
Wow. That guy was in a laundry room doing that for you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mike. By another man in the laundry room.
Sitting on a Maytag.
There you go. From the twisted mind of Cyke Labs. I should say from the twisted mind of Mike Morse, compliments of Cyke Labs, from the twisted mind of Cyke Labs as well. That's right here on BF Live. We're having fun. We're doing it. Let me close some of these because I left them all open as I play my next piece for you. Oh boy, I saw Bob play this one this morning. I was kind of glad that Bob didn't do a show yesterday, so I got to kind of show this to the world first, if you will. If you want to see any of this stuff like at your leisure, click on Cyke Labs content link that's running throughout the entirety of this show. You don't have to go search it out. It can be a little tricky because YouTube isn't great with their searches, but if you click on Cyke Labs content segment, that's a hyperlink, and it will take you directly to Cyke Labs on YouTube. And you can watch all of this at your leisure. So I was happy to see Bob play this today. This is Bob from his car ride home from the Turkish dentist from Cyke Labs.
Bad breeze.
Yeah, I know. How did it go?
I didn't feel anything.
Yeah.
I didn't feel anything.
Oh, I feel fun.
Kind of felt good, didn't it?
It was like riding the shows with Bob back in the day.
Why?
Yeah, this is real life.
Right, Bob?
Okay, now.
Well, it's kind of the way you look in the back of the car.
Okay, now I have 2 fingers.
Good.
Now 4 fingers.
4 fingers?
4 fingers.
No, Don't put that in. Don't put it in your mouth. Okay.
Do I have stitches?
Do I have stitches? Bob didn't understand that at first this
Do I
morning.
have stitches?
Yes.
And on my keys.
Yeah. Don't touch it. Don't.
Why can't I touches?
Because it'll mess up the stitches.
You have 4 eyes.
Yeah.
I still farty. Why is this happening, Drew?
It's okay, bud. It's just
Why is this
from the
happening
medicine.
to me?
Okay.
I was on me for out.
No, it won't be forever.
You're not going to feel like that forever, but you will be funny forever. Space Nerd was laughing. Brutal Pain says it looks like Chris Abel's at the end of Replayables.
Chris fucking Abel?
Yep, the one and only. Oh, that was kind of loud. Let's see. Let me go back and see. I got 2 more pieces of Cyke Labs content before we get on to Perry Talk and some other fun stuff right here on BF Live, because Perry was in some kind of rare form last night. And this is for somebody that, even knowing that he's a madman, Perry was just a little extra last night, I think the kids call it. So let's get on with it. And let me show you the next piece I have for you. Oh, and you know, Cyke Clyde, this is awesome. I believe I've seen this video in its actual state, but you're not going to believe what the twisted mind of Cyke Labs did to it until I show it to you right here during my Cyke Labs content segment. This is Bob Levy. Yep, Bob Levy's he's got many hats, a man of many trades. This is from back in the day where Bob Levy was a car, that easy for me to say, Carl salesman. He wasn't selling Carls, he was selling cars. Car salesman Bob Levy from the twisted mind of Cyke Labs right here.
Bayshore, Chrysler Plymouth, Reel 520, commercial number 18, a 60-second wild nighttime used car. Take one.
Yes, you've seen it in magazines. You've read it in the newspapers. In fact, perhaps you've even...
There he is, folks. It's Ralph Williams Levy from Bayshore Chrysler Plymouth. There you go.
Seen the owner's picture. Ralph Williams, the owner of Bayshore Chrysler Plymouth, 345 El Camino Real in the city of San Bruno. You notice the big bald-headed son of a bitch, the man that came to San Francisco to offer them more for the dollar they spend, the man that came to San Francisco to rape each and every citizen in the whole San Francisco Bay Area. You don't believe it? Listen to me. I don't lie. Take a fucking car like this, a 1966 Ford, a Country Squire 9-factor station wagon. Don't worry about the equipment. Imagine all the fun you could have in the back, and while you're doing it, imagine all the money that bald-headed prick Ralph Williams is going to be making on the car he's trying to fuck you out of.
Look at the man. Look at Bob's Dobermans
time out of the San Francisco Bay Area and spend it on prostitutes, booze, and of course trap tables in the city of Las Vegas. I'm sure you've heard about it. So remember this: if you'd like to get fucked and hook real hard before you buy a car, come down here. Let Ralph Williams do it. Why not? Why not somebody else? Remember, our address is 345 El Camino Real in the city of San Bruno. But if you come from Marin County, East Bay Area, or San Jose, your money spends just as well as anybody else's. And when this bald-headed son of a bitch gets hold of you, you will spend money. Talking about payments, 5 years payments of $100 a month. You can't get even. So shop before you buy. Bayshore, Chrysler Plymouth.
Holy moly, that was awesome. You know, I kind of forgotten that commercial existed, but I think I did watch it raw one time on YouTube there, Cyke Clyde, where that guy, for whatever reason, he just like goes off on the owner of the company and all. But from the twisted mind of Cyke Labs, look what he did to it by putting Bob Levy on there. And how apropos, that's French for appropriate, folks, how appropriate that Perry and Dunda, as our friend Space Nerd identified, Dunda and Perry were on the hood of that car. From the twisted mind of Cyke Labs, it's all like kismet. It was meant to be. All right, folks, I have one more cool piece of Cyke Labs content right here I'm going to offer you during this segment. Then we're going to move on to Perry Talk and other fun stuff. I'm going to remind you once again that Cyke Labs, his link is constantly running right there throughout the entirety of the show. That is a clickable hyperlink. You don't have to remember any of that. You just click on it when you see it go by. It'll take you over to the page. You hit like, you hit share, you hit subscribe, you hook a brother up. As I play the last piece I have for you. Perry always has a je ne sais quoi about him. Is that true, Perry? You like you're gay like a French guy?
Shut the fuck up.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Dream Man said it. All right, here it is, folks. The last piece I have for you today during this Cyke Labs content segment that I am so proud to feature right here on BF Live. I love having fun, cool shit to show you people. So thank you to the talented Cyke Labs and Ding Dong. And boy, this was a funny, this one, I'm not going to talk it up. I'm just going to show it to you. I'll let them speak for themselves. Cyke Labs right here on BF Live. Check it out. I got On the Strength, yo. On the Strength. What you know about that strength? On the strength. Let's go, Bobby.
I ain't gonna lie. Right now, my feelings is
Look at this.
a little hurt, yo.
Look at Hip Hop Bobby with that. He's got Ray DeVito's hat on. Holy shit. He's got Ray DeVito's hat on. Give Ray a shit back, Bob.
I was just walking into Wawa on Mango Ave, and I was trying to be polite, hold the door for the girl behind me. You know what I'm saying? She was walking in with another girl.
Right.
You know, she said thank you.
Right.
I said, no problem, sweetie, no problem. I kept walking in. And I hear her whisper to the girl behind her. That boy looked retarded. And she didn't think I heard that shit.
Looked retarded.
But I heard that shit. And it hurt my feelings, yo. On the strength.
On the strength.
I just wish people would think about shit before they say it. You know what I mean?
On the strength. One more time. One more time. I got to play it for you one more time. On the strength, yo. On the strength, yo. That is green Bob Levy rocking Ray's old hat. Green is really good color for Bob, says our friend Space Nerd. Bob always has taste or testes. I don't know. Let's play it one more time.
I ain't gonna lie.
On the
right
strength.
now, my feelings is a little hurt, yo. I was just walking into Wawa on Mango Ave.
She didn't think I heard that shit.
And I was trying to be polite, hold the door for the girl behind me. You know what I'm saying? Right. She was walking in with another girl.
Say word, son.
You know, she said thank you.
Right.
I said, no problem, sweetie, no problem.
Say
I kept
word.
walking in. And I hear her whisper to the girl behind her. That boy looked retarded. And she didn't think I heard that shit. But I heard that shit. And it hurt my feelings, yo. On the strength. I just wish people would think about shit before they say it. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie.
There you have it,
now,
folks. I hope you enjoyed all that. And if you ever like looked at this and go, man, what did I see? Or I need more of that. You click on Cyke Labs content segment, folks, because everybody knows what that was who's here every day. That was Cyke Labs. Cyke Labs on YouTube. You heard that ear scratch? You heard that ear scratch? Cyke Clyde texting with the ha. Fuck yeah, Cyke from our friend Matt checking in. You're getting all the love and all the praise, which you should. That was Cyke Labs content segment. I love having that fun shit to look at and play and laugh at, because that's what we're all about here on BF Live, is having fun. Ain't nothing but a good time. How could I resist? All right, folks. So I hope that you haven't had your fill of Cyke Labs, because we're getting ready to head over to do some Perry talk. This is where we're going to talk about Perry in midday. I go over to their Twitter and X. Sometimes I pull my own clips, but thanks again to the fund from Cyke Labs. He fed me with some great clips that I can utilize after we check the Perry Caravan Live Twitter X in this segment I like to do in the middle of the day called Perry Talk. That's right, folks. It was a doozy last night. Like I said, I mean, even Tom B spoke on a lot of times. He says, boy, he's like a little extra tonight, a little extra hard to deal with tonight. We're going to check it out, though. Fuck yeah, we got that one. Howdy, favorite ape checks in. And now my favorite turkey. You used to be my favorite ape, but now you're my favorite turkey. Gaseous checks in. I love all the different pronunciations I hear that of it. Is it gaseous or is it gaseous? Whatever it is, it's gaseous or gaseous. He's our bro. Now, it used to be my favorite ape. Now he's my favorite turkey checking in. There you go. All right. Gas is getting the shout out love from Cyke Labs right away. Matt says Perry was hyper focused on his oil change last night. And whenever Perry is hyper focused on something, everything else gets pushed to the side. You're not wrong, Matt. Like last time when he had to get his vehicle smogged and he did a show the night before, I got to take my thing to get smogged tomorrow. Yeah, and Tom B is so dead on about that shit. When he's like a nut with as soon as he gets like another task planted in his head, that's all he focuses on. He doesn't care about the stream or anything else. It's all he can think about. Gasha says the ape will return. The bear is preparing for hibernation. We are a part of the hibernation right here. That's a Janet Jackson song. Okay, let's do Perry talk right now. Let's go to Twitter X and we'll talk about it. Here we go. Like last night, there was the Chinese stream symbol. He was up and running last night. The Chinese stream is doing well. The executive tier, when you can watch Perry go to the bathroom, it's all running in full force on the China stream. Let's see. All right, here is Trump. It says there will be special election night stream tomorrow night, which is today now. Donald Trump will be watching you. And Donald Trump, of course, showed up with a media share to tell Perry how he needs to do his election show. Let's check that out right now on Perry Talk.
Perry, I'll be watching tomorrow. I hope you do a great job on your election coverage. PCL for life, baby.
That's it. And thank you very much for that, Donald Trump. That's beautiful that he said that.
Wow. Perry, I'll be watching
He's
tomorrow.
So stupid. And I like how he told Perry, don't be gay during your election coverage, and Perry's like talking about everybody else. Like, no, Perry, he was talking about you.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, I'm not the happy gay. I'm talking about the gay, bro. Like you, like what you are. He was talking about you saying, don't be with all the gayness for your election coverage tonight at 5 o'clock. I guess it's 5 Pacific. Do we have a time for that yet? Maybe when I get to the top of the Perry Curve Live Twitter X feed, we'll find out. But right now, I'll play this clip from last night. Take it away, Perry.
$10 to count the bananas and toss those in the garbage disposal as well.
Not allowed! Never a banana in the goddamn garbage disposal! Never, 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 never!
Why not?
Fuck you! Fuck you!
A banana would be one of the softest, most reasonable things that he's ever placed into that garbage disposal.
Fuck all of you! God damn it!
All right, now one at a time, put those. Excuse me, psychopath. One at a time, put those in the garbage.
Refrigerator! You fucking whack off!
No, you can't put them in the refrigerator because then you don't get paid.
5 Pacific, 8 East.
Fucking jerk!
Okay, so I'm gonna activate. No, don't go in the. See, he's in the refrigerator. Perry, don't go in the refrigerator.
I don't need your goddamn stupid, obnoxious strap that fucking ruined my motherfucking life!
Everything was setting him off like this last night.
Fuck all of you!
There you go. I mean, everything.
The bananas.
Everybody that watched him, like every little challenge or everything would be. So here we go. I'm going to show you some pictures of pizza ass, and then I'm going to show you some video of pizza ass. But here it is, folks. Yes, at one point, he was made to sit on a pizza for the rest of the stream. And you can see he went out to check his car, who they were threatening to scratch, and he has pizza attached to his ass. But he just went out the door like that anyway. Space Nerd is laughing. Matt says bananas from the apartment upstairs already killed one of his garbage disposals. That's right, because Perry has a theme that anything that ruins his garbage disposal must have come from the apartment above him, because he believes that they are all interconnected, and that's what messes them up. It isn't all the shit that he puts in there, Matt, right? It's apartment 202 that's sending it all down from their apartment, and it's just ending up in his garbage disposal. That is one of his favorite excuses. But look, there's pizza ass right there. There's a couple pictures of pizza ass. All right, I'm going to go back up in the feed. Oh, look at that. Look at this for Erection Day coverage. Is that D.O. Brando? Did I have somebody's name on it? I don't know. In Javaho we trust. That looks like, is that a Dio Brando production? I'm not sure who did that, but it is Election Day 2024. And our friend Cyke Labs lets us know that it will be 5 Pacific tonight. That's 8 o'clock here on the East Coast of the United States for this election coverage from Perry Caravella Live. So there you go. There's that. Oh, yes, it is Dio Brando right there. See, I knew by the quality of it. And shout out Dio Brando. That is a Dio Brando joint right there. All right, here it comes, folks. Pizza ass right here. Grimace in Pain put this out and he says, I can wait to watch the election coverage from this man. Watch this.
Sitting on this motherfucker. I'm going to be up for hours.
Look at that pizza ass, folks. My dude had to sit on that pizza. Let's see. We got the bananas. Because that's how disposals work. Ha, ha, ha. Exactly. It's like a highway, right? They're all connected. Blum's defense lawyer says, if you have a clone of yourself and you make sweet monkey love to it, is that gay or masturbation? Wow, you give me a lot to ponder right here. Maybe some would say it might be too much. If you clone yourself and make sweet monkey love to it, is that gay? Oh, well, you should go and love yourself, Blummels. Gas just checks in and says, it's gay. It's as gay as Perry Caravello.
Shut the fuck up.
He is not the happy gay, neither. All right. Perry burnt his brown eye on the second pizza. Yeah, he was talking about, right, because he threw out the other pizza and he almost messed up this crowd source. He got so mad. And so late in the stream last night, Tom B said, you should thank whoever sent you this second pizza because now you'll finally get your money. The first 7-Eleven pizza, he was like, this isn't piping hot 7-Eleven pizza. It's like far from piping hot. But he claims this one was a little bit hotter on his bung. But look at that shit right there. Pizza ass right here on Perry Talk on BF Live. All right, look at that. There you go. There you go. I thought it would be up there. Decision 2024, 5 p.m. tonight Pacific. That's 8 o'clock for us East Coasters right here on the East Coast of the United States. That'll be right when the polls are closing, at least on our coast. Let's see. It's gay unless he says unless it's handy. We got that burnt pizza comment. Brutal Pain says that's how Perry was conceived, Blummels. And Space Nerd laughs, but there you go. So you're going to get whatever this election coverage is tonight. You know, Tom was trying to coach him through it, pre-coach him and say, you got to be like a little non-biased. Don't be so silly and all that shit like that. But you're only going to find out to tune in tonight. And here was his message from AOC. She will be watching election coverage tonight, and she has a message for Perry right here.
Hey, Perry, I'm not a fan of Trump, but I think you're sexy as fuck. I'll be watching your coverage tomorrow. AOC out.
AOC, you better change your stupid thoughts, skank.
Skank.
You're a cute girl, but your Dem bullshit is just gross. She thinks I'm sexy. The cuckoo dodo bird that wants to be president thinks I'm sexy. I know I'm as sexy as fuck, and thank you.
Some things are sexy.
Hey, Perry, I'm not a fan of Trump, but I think you're sexy as fuck. I'll be watching your coverage tomorrow. AOC out.
So you're going to be watching tonight, folks. AOC's going to be watching Perry tonight, as well as Trump and everybody else. All right, that's all I have off of their feed right there. So I'm going to take you to some of the videos that were provided to me from my friend Cyke Labs. So I think I got a couple. I think I ended up with 3 of them, Cyke, because some of them were something that I had in another form, I think. But let me go to my file right here, and let me show you what Cyke Labs provided me last night. I got a couple special videos right here on our Perry Talk segment right here on BF Live. Let me see. It's always so much fun trying to find these in a live folder. Let's see. What did I call those? Live folder. See, I can find them in this live folder, like no problem. Hang on, folks, while I look for my my content somewhere. Let's see. Hi, folks. Your view is important to me. Let me type in the word prop master. Okay, I'm going to show you this one, folks, because...
Master for $5, okay?
Shout out, all right. Shout out to my friend Matt C, Bones Up in 666. He's in the chat. He's the best moderator on Scott Fitzpatrick page right there on right here on YouTube. He checked in with this, and he actually, this was kind of his doing. As most of you know that watch BF Live on the daily, Prop Master is the name given to my friend and yours, Scott Fitzpatrick, because Scott has this uncanny ability, ever since I've been podcasting with him, to pull out the most crazy stuff that just happens to come up in conversation. Like we talk about Enquirer magazines or records or flashlights or what have you. And Scott always had this uncanny ability to have it within arm's reach. So we gave him the name Prop Master. It looks like our friend Matt used the Prop Master name, and Scott's famous question that he likes to ask all podcasters about a gay monkey. Let's watch this right now and let me know what you think. Here we go.
Prop Master for $5. Okay. That's what Bill and JB Bates did. They were prop masters, and Mike and Eric were their sons, and so was Gabrielle and Danielle, their daughters. So now, Perry, if you had a gay monkey, a hyphen A, G-A with the hyphen Y, if you had a gay monkey on your back, would you leave it there or would you beat it off?
Would you leave it there
no.
or beat it off?
Monkeys are not gay; they're animals. So,
That's Perry's answer.
That's not true of any sort.
How to explain AIDS? There you go. That is a clip. One clip I got. And that's courtesy of my friend Matt. Bones up to you, Matt. Thanks there. He played that. He was responsible for that. FYI, I'm not see. Oh, that dude is a legend. I'm sorry. I do get my Matts and my people mixed up, so I'm sorry, Matt, if I did mix you up with Matt C, because Matt C, I'm sorry, my bad. It was a guy named Matt. It was Matt C, who famously buys everything from Perry and doesn't get any of it. He's got to fight him for it. Matt is also a legend, says Cyke Labs. My apologies to both of you. All right, let's see what. All right, so I'm going to show you Perry watching the video clip right here that was sent to me courtesy of Cyke Labs. So let me get that one up for you right here. Perry, let's see, watching. I've been watching. Here we go. Perry watching my videos. So this was when your videos. I think you could explain the context.
Perry, why did you recruit
You can explain the context, Cyke Clyde, and hear about whose video it was and who actually presented it. But here you go. Here's one of the media shares that was a lot of fun last night.
Bob into your cult?
What? I didn't recruit Bob into any cult.
Why did you recruit Bob in your cult? So those of you who watch BF Live on every day, Monday through Friday from 12 to 3-ish, you probably already seen this. This is Bob Levy when he was on the Oprah Winfrey Show when he was very young, when he was the young boy preacher Bob. So they utilized that clip last night for a media share. Let's watch Perry's reaction.
Words in this stories and sing for they see all made on sound shine the sun there
Beyonce, what?
Look at these whack job morons. They're looking at this guy that's yelling at this so-called audience like it's a stupid TV show. I mean, a stupid TV show.
Yeah, it sounds something like Beyonce.
Like that look. You know, what am I doing here? Yeah.
Perry, Bob has stolen your weather show idea.
Stolen your weather show idea? Well, no, he didn't. He's doing his thing, and he's got his stream, and then I'm doing mine, and I got my stream. You want him to preach? Yeah.
Preach.
Get up and preach.
Hey, Cyke Clyde, what do you guys think about how he complained about the blue backgrounds on the wording the other day? And Tom's like, yeah, sure, Perry, I'll change it. And he hasn't changed shit. I think that's a little funny little kind of Easter egg in here that Tom just left the shitty blue background because he's like, the blue, I think it was when Gina was on, the blue background came up and you can't read the print as well. And he complained about it, but Tom just left it the way it was.
You want him to preach? Yeah. Get up and preach. Get up and preach.
Yeah, go ahead. Stand up right where you are.
Some ever name more Jambir say to me I've done more words in this stories and sing for they see.
That's hilarious.
How about that?
On the Oprah Winfrey Show. You don't even know what the guy's saying because he's going and yelling.
How about that? Perry actually found humor in something. Perry actually found humor in something last night, Cyke Clyde. You should be proud of that. He actually laughed. So there you go. That was a good one. I have one more video for you right here. And this is the Perry Soviet Goat song. Yeah, we're going to play that. I think this is going to be like a new epic right here on Perry Caravello, and see how often you see it again by checking out Perry Caravello. I will advise you, go over to PCL. Why don't you give them a like, share, subscribe too, as a way of thanking them for us doing their kind of using their stuff here on BF Live. Give them a like, share, subscribe. You can member up over there too and see a lot of this stuff at your leisure. If you member up, you can be credenza level for $9.99 like me, or you could be shopvac level, and now Perry has 2 of them for $4.99 a month. It had me rolling. Well, let's get everybody else rolling, and let me show you the last, another great piece I have of Cyke Labs content. This is the Soviet Goat song. Here we go. Right here on Perry Talk.
Thank you for tipping.
Perry, my love. You don't need reveille when you got me. I remember the way you looked at me, licking your lips and staring at my crotch. Show me your butthole. Men holding hands. Goat. Men holding hands. Goat. Men holding hands.
So much the hugest lie on planet Earth. No, wrong, scumbag. I do need reveille. I do love reveille. And if you don't like,
and how much fun was? How much fun?
The way you looked at me,
hang on.
Licking your.
It went back to the beginning. How much fun was that last night, everybody? When we had the challenge where he couldn't bring reveille up out of context, and if he did, there was a punishment every time he brought reveille's name up without it being brought up by somebody else or in the proper context, where he just brings it up out of the blue.
Your lips and staring at my crotch. Show me your butthole. Men holding hands. Goat. Men holding hands. Goat. Men holding hands.
So much the hugest lie on planet Earth. No, wrong, scumbag. I do need reveille. I do love reveille. And if you don't like the fact that I'm saying her name, tough shit.
No
You said
reveille.
her name. Now I'm saying her name. So
No, that technically doesn't count towards the crowdsource because it was mentioned.
Thank you.
So we go in
Here we go.
neon light.
BF Live.
Harry staring, his balls get tight.
Yeah, they do.
Creeped on up with lust in his eyes. Said,
Yes.
I want your load, please dump it inside. So we go, flicked a cigarette. Well, Harry, I give dick that you
Sounds like a very popular pop star.
If I breach you, there's a deal to make. Promise me for both our sake. You got pregnant.
I'll abort it. I'll abort it with bleach.
You got a fetus. I'll abort it. A coat hangover reach.
It's a new jam.
Harry spread the cheeks. Soviet going deep. I'll shit on those tits.
Shit on them.
Harry lives for this. If you get pregnant, I'll abort it. I'll abort it with bleach. You got a fetus. I'll abort it. A coat hanger will reach. Harry wants a cream pie. He wants a half goat baby.
What?
Soviet goat ain't crazy. He pulled out, made Perry's face glazy. Perry was ganked, tripping loads, left in bliss with a bloody butthole. Soviet goat was not satisfied.
There you go, trying to talk over it.
I'm keeping my mouth quiet.
If you get pregnant,
Everything that I'm reading and
I'll abort it with bleach.
it's nothing more than
Got a fetus, I'll abort it. A coat hanger will reach.
creepy, degrading, disgusting lies. Who the hell is singing that crap? Or is it a computer audiograph?
Not computer
to make
graph,
it sound
not
like there's
audiograph.
somebody singing it, which is able to be done with these new machines, because that's not called music.
100% legit. And there you have it. I hope you enjoyed all of that stuff, folks. So ultimately, we're going to have to tune in tonight. You can see the kind of funny, crazy antics that will happen pretty much every night on Perry Caravella Live. So you got to member up over there. You got to be in the chat. You got to hang out with Chat Family, because part of that Chat Family is part of my Chat Family. We're all part of one larger Chat Family, folks. I hope you enjoyed all of that stuff. And once again, Cyke Clyde had a big hand on that. But that was for today's BF Live Stream Show 181. That was our Perry Talk segment. That's right, it's Perry Talk. It's Cyke Labs. It's having more fun than anyone else does in the midday right here on YouTube on BF Live Stream Show 181 for this Tuesday, folks. I have one more bonus clip I'm going to play for you real quick. I always love bragging about and featuring the talents of our great, talented chat family, because so many people in this chat are talented human beings, and I like featuring it right here on my show, BF Live. And here's another one I want to do. This was Dang Lizard. This was all Dang Lizard, as our friend Cyke Clyde will tell us. He just got a little assist from Cyke Clyde on the audio, but this is Dang Lizard thing right here. He made this. PCL for Kids, the censored version. He teaches us about how to be gay. Take it away, Perry.
I love you. He loves he. Perry explains gay love to me. I love you and you go hey. Perry explains how to give a BJ.
A BJ.
Hella Good takes her giant penis and tucks it between her legs, where it sits between the cheeks of her buttocks. She's done this for so long, she doesn't even notice it anymore. To be clear, she does not shove her member into her rectum. It's simply bent backwards and held in place between her gluteal muscles.
That's how that works.
Now, the interesting question is, what happens to her testicle? She has retractile testicles, which means she has shoved them up into the inguinal canal, never to be seen again. Her scrotum is empty. The testicles are up inside her lower pelvis, and she says she hasn't seen them in years. Retractile testicles are common in boys before puberty, up to about 80%, but much less common in adults.
There you have it. There's another. I had to give you a bonus. Shout out to my friend Dang Lizard, who's in the chat today enjoying BF Live. I hope you enjoyed seeing that again. Wait a minute. Now, Cyke Clyde, you gave me some breaking news, but I think you gave me some misinformation in it. But I do have some better information too. But let's play this. Let's play the breaking news thing, and let's break this news, because this is going to be a good one, and I want people to see this, and I know that I will be seeing this. Breaking news, folks. Our friend Cyke Clyde lets us know that Bob Levy will be watching his Crystal Clear video. He said at 1 p.m. East today, but that's wrong, folks. It's 5. That's right. It's 5 p.m. East today. I just looked it up on the Levyverse. Let me show you the screen right away. And this is another reason why you're going to have to member up, folks, because I'm going to show you right here, like Cyke Clyde says, it is a members-only show on the Levy Horse. So you got to member up over there on the Levy Horse. If you want to see this one, don't be giving out the links to people this one. Don't be posting this one. This is it. Members only. The Crystal Clear interview from Tom Sirius Radio. No. From Sirius Satellite Radio Days. This is going to be a doozy, Cyke Clyde. I already watched this because Cyke already edited this down, but Bob hasn't watched it on the air yet. So this is going to be a lot of fun. Watching Bob watch this, absorb it again, and try to remember what actually happened in those days, what went down. But Crystal Clear was a girl who went on the show and had a notorious one-time only appearance on the Howard Stern show. And you have to watch today at 5 o'clock East. That'd be, take 3 away. That's 2 Pacific. I can do the math backwards. 2 Pacific, 5 o'clock East, right here on the Levyverse. You got to member up on the Levy Horse. You got to member up if you want to see this, folks, because this is some of Bob's members only content. He started this morning with an advice show at 9 a.m. East. That was 6 o'clock on the West Coast. So that was fun. So Bob is keeping to his word. He's doing all this different stuff with his network now. He's doing Ask Bob. He did like a Out of the Tub show, I think, one afternoon. And now he is bringing you a members only, the crystal clear interview from the Sirius, from the satellite radio days. So you're going to see, was it Sirius or not? I'm not sure. I don't remember the studio, but it was from back in the day. So let's go check that out later on. I'm definitely, let's see. I had to read it for Bob, LOL. I made an intro for it and more this weekend. And Cyke Clyde, you were nice enough to send me the intro. Cyke Clyde has been instrumental in helping Bob, kicking some content to him, and he kicked him an intro for his members only stuff. And I'm not going to spoil that, but because Bob is trying to build something members only, and Cyke is working with him. So thanks for sending it to me, Cyke Clyde. But I'm going to say, if you want to see the cool intro that Cyke Clyde made for Bob Levy, or if you want to see him talk about Crystal Clear, this girl who they kind of tried to interview on the Howard Stern show back in the day, it's members only. So you got to member up on the horse. Get on the horse. That's right. You got to member up on the Levy horse if you want to be in the chat with all the cool kids at 5 p.m. today on the East Coast right here. Thank you for that. Let's see. Turkey Threads link is running right there. Did you like it? I just wanted to have you get first look. Yeah, I did like it. Yeah, of course. Of course, Cyke Clyde, but I don't want to pop the cherry on any new cool content that's kind of meant for Bob or members, stuff like that. It's a respect thing. But thank you very much. Cyke content is legit, you jerkies. Cyke Clyde said he wants to make it a little better, and I'm sure you will, buddy, because I've seen you put out like a new, improved version of a certain video that you've done in the past. But let's see. You're great so far, says Cyke Clyde from our friend Juggalette Jen. So there you go. You got the Perry talk. We have the new information about Bob. So like I say, there's always something fun popping off here on these stream shows in this podcast world. And I'm so happy to have my little corner of it right over here. And thanks to you guys for allowing me to have that. All right, so what does it see? It is 2:39. That means we are 39 minutes into the third hour of BF Live Stream Show 181. Thanks for everybody for joining me today on YouTube, on BF Live on Rumble, and as well as my Facebook. If you could hook a brother up with a like, a share, and or subscribe, or perhaps a super chat or a membership, I would certainly appreciate it. Thank you all very much for keeping this dream alive and making it come true. I love and appreciate you all. But we're not done yet. We still got about 20 minutes to kill. So let me cross off Perry Talk right here. How about if we do, we haven't seen our boy Oliver Cho lately. You go Oliver Cho. This is that guy. I'm always fascinated with people overseas who are foreign people, and they're only they only take in the American experience through music. And that's really a lot of the ways some people learn English, maybe or maybe not. But let me show you some of these clips right here, because this guy, he's a fun guy to watch. And we like having fun here on BF Live. So let me show you. It's called You Go Oliver Cho. There's just one particular guy that I've been seeing a lot put out some videos, and some of you have kicked some of his videos my way. I have so many of them piling up. I'm going to play some for you right here on BF Live. This is called, let me cancel this. This is called You Go Oliver Cho. Let me find my element. There you go. And you'll see Oliver Cho in a second right here when I show you his first video. Here we go. There we go. Right here on BF Live. Let's have some fun up to the 3 o'clock hour on the East Coast on this Election Day Tuesday on BF Live Stream Show 181. Would you Show. He's doing his damnedest right here on BF Live. Let's check in, and let me check in with Johnny Mars, who says, "Scoot." Whoa, I got a most colorful and most generous super chat coming up, folks. I like to read you. It's from the Twisted Mind of Cyke Clyde, and it says, "Thank you for the $5. I'll do like Perry. Thank you for the $5. Me and Ding love you. I enjoy creating for you and the other Bob so much. You guys have helped my dream come true." Wow, thank you, buddy. It's all one love, man, and we learned it from watching Bob, right? Bob is generous with the laughs and helping each other, and a rising tide lifts all ships. So that's kind of what we live by here on BF Live. Love you guys too. Juggalette Jen says, "Woot woot." Two Joint says, "Rude, you knew a back what? Would you twumble if I twumble your bed?" Well, let's watch a little more, because he's got more than that in him. We got more Oliver Cho right here. Let's sing. Let's see if we see this one. Here we go. This never seen Lorraine, but apparently our bro Oliver Cho has seen Lorraine. Speaking of Lorraine, it's not Lorraine, but here's another rain that Oliver Cho is going to sing about right here. You go, Oliver Cho. You sing your stuff. Do your thing, boy. Right here on BF Live. You go, Oliver Cho. What about this rain? Oliver Cho. November Rain, one of the better Guns N' Roses song. At least 3 guitar solos in that song. I just heard it yesterday. Slash, one of my favorite guitar players of all time. I mean, you used to get lucky to get one good guitar solo in a song, and that song has at least 3 of them. All right, well, let's see. We were talking about Wayne. How about talking about birds? How about mockingbirds? How about more? You go, Oliver Cho. Sing it. Mock. Yeah. Maybe. Oh, Paul Mockingbird. M&M's.
I know mama's not here right now. We don't know why. We feel how we feel inside. It's missing a little crazy. Pretty baby. I promise mommy it's gonna be alright.
It's gonna be what? Alright? What the hell? Holy shit. I gotta play that one again. Oh. Here we go.
Baby, don't you cry. Everything's gonna be alright. Sweet that look up and list, they ladies or Jojo, that'll get a hold you through the night. I know mama's not here right now. We don't know why. We feel how we feel inside. inside. This man sing a little crazy, pretty baby. I promise the mommy is gonna be alright.
It's going to be all a white. There you go. You go, Oliver Cho. He's figuring out his English right here on BF Live. All right. Let's see. I have one more for you. I'll play for you here today on BF Live. You go, Oliver Cho. And then we'll see what other fun stuff we can get into as we make our way to the top of the 3 o'clock hour, where I'm at right here on the East Coast of the United States. That'll be 3 hours of live content, hopefully that you enjoyed by the time we're all done. So let me show you one more. You go, Oliver Cho. You get that English down and you go. Here you go. This is Wonly Boy from the Black Keys.
Well, I'm so about you, it's great to see, but I came to love you anyway. So you pull my heart up, and I don't mind breathing. Any old time you keep me waiting. Oh. I got the love that keeps me waiting. Oh. I got the love that keeps me waiting. I'm a lonely boy.
You got the L out.
I'm a lonely boy.
I'm a lonely boy. I got a world that keeps me waiting. That's the Black Keys. And that is from our spirited friend. And that's why I always say, you go, Oliver Cho, because I was like, I don't think that I could pick up another culture's language just by their music. So I respect it. I am fascinated and I'm amazed by it. And it's funny. There's good versions of this and there's bad versions of it. But I hope you enjoyed this. He has a lot of spirit. That was You Go, Oliver Cho. Speaking of lots of fun and spirit, let's check in with the people in the chat because look who's here. It's Andy from Ontario. Oh. Here we go. I'm going to turn my volume up now. Sound better.
Oh, hey, guys. How you doing?
There you go. Hey, Andy, what is your favorite band?
Smash Mouth.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Andy from Ontario. For those of you who don't put all this stuff together, Andy from Ontario is the OG Andy from Ontario from the Miserable Men days. That's how he got involved in this whole kind of universe and everything. And now he's a producer at the Shuley Network. You know who I'm talking about. And bro, I did I gave a little kind of early heads up warning. You were nice enough to tell us Andy from Ontario has been producing the Shawnee Zone since we've been doing it over there on the Shuley Network. And I did explain that things are changing. Excuse me, got a cough. Things are changing, not only in Levyverse, but at the Shuley Network. And you were nice enough to let us know that this is kind of the end of the run for the Shawnee Zone. So thank you, Andy, and thank you, Shuley. I said this earlier. I thank Shuley, or I thank all you guys, because like I said, this has all been nothing but a plus for me. And I know a day comes, nothing lasts forever, and at some point it was going to be time to move on. So thank you, my friend Andy from Ontario. It's been so great. I mean, this isn't the end of anything, obviously. We talk all the time, and we'll still be friends and everything. Might not be working together on a show anymore until the next show, that is, Andy from Ontario. But thanks for checking in, Andy from Ontario. I'll see you tonight on the last Shawnee Zone on the Shuley Network. Cyke Labs says it'd sound worse if I sang in Chinese. Probably would. That's what I'm saying, Cyke Labs. That's what I'm saying, Cyke Labs. That I don't even think that I could watch videos enough that I would pick up Chinese or Spanish or any other language. So it's a great skill. Andy is getting the love from Cyke Labs. Oh, hey, Cyke Labs from Andy. Good to see you, buddy, from Cyke Labs right back. Juggle Jen says, I need me a premium BF Live membership. Well, you know how you get that? Hi, folks. Would you like to help out a lowly podcaster? Well, for just $10 a month, you too could help a BF. Thank you. I don't know how many penny it is that day. That's 30 cents a day or something like that. $10 a month. Hook up at 30 cents a day. You can help a lowly podcaster too. Space Nerd says, BF Vibe Lobby. I am a fan of the Black Keys as well. Are you a Wonly boy though? Hoya, Andy from Ontario from Space Nerd. Space Nerd says, I'm heading out to get things done. She gets things done. I will see all yous later, says the Space Nerd. We talked about donuts on the National Day. Hey, I think that part of her trip going out will be to pick up her free donut from Krispy Kreme. It is National Donut Day, folks. So if you go out to near a donut place when you're going out to vote or something, stop by your local donut place and see if they acknowledge National Donut Day. See you, Space Nerd. Space Nerd says, thank you, BF Bobby. I appreciate the time you put in to entertain us. That means so much to me, Space Nerd, that you took the time to say that. I love it. It's a lot. It's work, but I love doing it. Whoa, wait a minute. Look who's here. It's the man himself. Bob Levy, he voted. And like I said, Bob, America, out of all the countries in the world, the imperfect countries in the world, America is the best imperfect country in the world. And I think about all the other countries that don't allow their citizens to vote. And shame on me if I don't get my lazy ass up, because I'm blessed with the ability to vote. So thanks for checking in, Bob Levy. He voted. Woohoo. Checking in. I'm getting Krispy Kreme. See, I knew it. I knew you were. Hey, Bob from Space Chief 75. Bob is getting the shout out love from Space Nerd. And Levy simply says, truthfully. That's right. We are the best imperfect country in the world. I'll be no other place. I knew you would, Bob. Hey, all. He's just throwing out the hey, all because he doesn't have the time to type all that in. But Bob, I did let them know, and I'll do that while we're in your presence, buddy. You might have been watching at the time, but I'm letting everybody know that they got a member up on the Levy horse. That's right. They got a. Whoop. That's right. They got to member up if they want to be part of the show that you're putting on at 5 o'clock today. It's finally time. Bob is going to watch the members only crystal clear interview where she came into the station. Watch how it went. Watch the reaction. I think it's already been said on air that this video happened one time. It was never showed on any television sources again. So you're going to see something that really, unless you were watching it back in those days, a lot of people didn't see this, hasn't seen this. So watch Bob Levy, members only show. Member up over at the Levy horse and watch this at 5 East. That'd be 3. What's that? 5, 4, 3, 2 Pacific. The horse is riding. There you go. How about that toilet right there? Great picture right there. There's the horse. I turn the volume up. There's the horse. The horse is riding, and Bob Levy is here in the house. All right, folks, well, there you go. We let you know about the members only show. Bob did his civic duty, and he voted today. That toilet is, in fact, badass, says Juggalette Jen. That is a cool toilet. If I had to have a Halloween throne or a toilet, that would be the one I would want right there. That is badass. It's got the bat wings. It's got the bat brush cleaner. It's got the little Levy face on here. It's got everything that you need right here. 3 Mountain, thank you very much. Bob, tell Cyke Clyde that nobody goes by that time. I try to tell him all that time. Bob Levy says nobody goes by any other time. We go by East Coast time. And that's where I'm at, folks. And I'll let you know right now that it is about to be 2:55 where I'm at on the East Coast of the United States. I trust and hope you all had fun today, folks. But I'm gonna put a bow on this because this is gonna be the end of the show today for BF Live. Thanks everybody for joining me here today and every day. Go out and vote if you haven't voted already, folks. So let's see, it's Tuesday. So when are we going to see each other again? I always like to think in those terms. So tonight you're going to see me one last time on the Shuli Network with my friend High Register Shawnee on the Shawnee Zone. That's right.
It's Shalani.
That's right. We're going to do that one last time. So come join us at 7 p.m. East right here on the Shuli Network for one last go around for the Shawnee Zone. And then an hour after that at 8 o'clock East, you're going to watch the Bob Levy Members Only show if you member up over on the Levy Horse. Go over there to the Levy page and member up, folks, so you won't be left out. And don't be sharing this link out there on social media. This is members only. Don't let nobody in that doesn't belong. Let's see. So that's going to be after that. And then after that, we're going to have Perry election coverage. So if you don't have fun the rest of the day, shame on you, because I just named at least 3 ways you can have fun for the rest of the day, if this wasn't one of them. So thank you all for joining me today here and every day on BF Live. Juggalette Jen throws out the bats for Bob Levy. Turkey Thread says it will scare the shit out of you. That toilet will. Not only that, but maybe watching the members, excuse me, my voice is gone. The members only show on the Bob Levy channel on the Levyverse, the Crystal Clear later on. Okay, folks. Well, because my voice is kind of crapping out on me, it's a spray toilet, says Juggalette Jen. Okay, I'm going to pull this train at the station. Thank you all so much for being here today, every day, right here on BF Live. Today was Tuesday, Stream Show 181. I'll be back with a whole new show for you tomorrow, all brand new content for Stream Show 182 for Wednesday's Midweek Freaks. Midweek Freaks. Thanks for everybody for joining us today. Have a great rest of your day. I will see you later on in one of these chats. I'll see you in the Shawnee Zone. I'll see you in the Levyverse chat. I will see you in the Perry Caravella chat, or I'll see you the next time I see you right here on BF Live, folks. Have a great rest of your Election Day Tuesday. Have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you the next time we see you right here on BF Live.
That's enough internet for me today. I am going to wash myself with holy water to get rid of all the stupidity I saw today.